So I found my notes.
How not sober was it?
Editing technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
Who won?
Me.
Tim did again.
You should just know by now it's me. Is it the one that says notes?
223.
Notes?
Yeah, but you're supposed to read it like the boats lady.
Boats.
Notes.
Did you like unpause?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a while ago.
We're recording.
Oh, we're recording.
We're live.
We're recording.
Hey, Tim. We're rolling right now.
I feel like I'm, well, we're always rolling. I mean, it's the Earth.
Like Limp Bizkit.
Rolling,
All right.
223, 2021. Notes.
Tightening the angle.
Varian is involved in... I want people to know where we're from.
We're in Minnesota.
Wisconsin Vikings. Just to get both sides to hate us all. Minnesota Vikings love boat-style orgy with the rest of the party. What? When? I remember this. Where were you?
I don't know.
Well, I'll explain.
Sometimes I just write random shit. I don't know.
Cows don't know it's not bacon. I remember this, but I don't remember why.
I remember that part.
Head to ziggurats. I'm pretty sure it's spelled wrong, but whatever.
Oh, I'm sure it's spelled wrong.
Ziggurats.
Sometimes I deliberately spell things wrong, and sometimes I just can't
Bird
spell.
brain summons rats. I sure did. They are in front of us as we walk. Yep. Good job. You remembered things. Get to East Ziggurat. Keep spelling it, saying it wrong. Grass is high. Shit, who else here is? Water in random spots. Each Ziggurat is about 1 mile from prison. This dick over here just caught me off guard. My thumb's been over it the whole time.
Don't show that on camera. Editing those sucked ass when I kept showing that fucking...
Oh!
I have to put in a Gaussian blur.
Will that be on Patreon if
Yes.
someone like that?
Along with Child's Boxers.
Now I remember the bacon. Now that I read the next part. Cow moves bricks. I was like, oh yes.
I remember this.
Drop light ball down hole. Utilio and cow drop down. Varen stripper pulled.
What?
I'm assuming trick
TRIK.
almost fails down. It's just TR and gibberish.
I can't be expected to remember this shit.
Or spell or write. Almost fails down rope as the baton also fails. Bird. Word people after feather fall on the Biden. No, Boden.
I got hairy legs.
Weird sized dick. Fight. Varen dead. Elbaton dead. Hey, you forgot. Bird brain dead.
Oh. Fucking A.
Inches away from...
What about all the mushroom, badger?
Mushroom!
I couldn't sing it because we I'd only be able to do like the first 2 mushrooms. So
He's actually making content still. I didn't even realize that. I need to catch
you
up.
completely forgot over the whole mushroom. Oh, and you forgot when I turned that motherfucker to stone.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that somebody has at least one of those mushroom things in their bag.
I can't be expected to write down everything.
Wait, I have a mushroom thing.
He's got one, and I believe he's got
Yeah,
one.
I do know the real recap.
Yeah, everyone does.
You want to do the real
I'll
review?
do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Do it.
Okay.
You got
So
it.
we got to the ziggurats, like the notes said. We were
Ziggurats.
Yeah, the ziggurats, and each one was about a center away, each one was about a mile away from the prison, and each one had this like weird like diamond thing that was like
Ruby.
ruby that was lighting up to the prison.
It had a fake glow to it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I removed a brick. The cow removed a brick, and that brick went down to another room, and then we were able to keep going, right? Because we went into one room and then down another room because we had to move. Yeah, we had to move some stone to get down to a different room. And then we fought these things that were stone people while also battling mushrooms.
You throw up the first mushroom we found as a trap.
Yeah, the first mushroom that trapped us
We
and
shoved
almost died.
Varen into it to put it into a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Shrooms, man.
And then,
That's right.
and now,
Shrooms,
And
they
then I
fuck you
shot
up.
one of the
Kids,
shrooms.
don't
and
do
killed
shrooms.
3 of us.
Yep.
Well, dropped 3 of
Eat
us.
your shrooms with your steak.
and I
but
remember
Don't do
the
shrooms.
while everyone else was in the fight getting killed by mushrooms, I was on the other side trapping mushrooms. So
Wrestling a shroom.
yeah, I was trapping mushrooms.
Wrestle them right into a bag.
Well, you don't need these.
I think that's where we left off. Was that we
Oh yeah, we
died.
have
Got
actual
the
nameplates,
template
don't we?
now. Yeah.
So we
want
really
to-
never needed them because the first video went up.
I know, right?
It was for me.
They were for
Okay.
Jono.
They were for John.
Remember 'cause
Silly
he couldn't-
Jono.
Remember because he
Patreon.
couldn't say your name. You
Everything,
know?
everything
tell
we
ya,
ever toss
you know?
away. Patreon.
And everything has the option for Jono to rub it in his taint.
Why?
Or grundle, depending on what part of the country you're from, is what you call it. The fleshy fun patch.
Gee, bridge.
But
Oh, God, no.
That's
No
not like
paper
a
cuts,
real
hopefully.
option, right?
No.
I
Okay.
mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe
Slow
there's
down,
like a
man.
backdoor entrance to Patreon
You
where
need
you
to bring
just
her
send
down
us a
about
Gmail.
4 notches there, bud.
It's not even Patreon. You just send me an email to the
Just
Tabletop
Venmo.
Tyrants
Just
at
Venmo Dave.
gmail.com.
Now we're
Just
gonna
spend
get,
more
now
money.
we're gonna get spam.
That's already on our YouTube channel. But if you just send us an email to the Tabletop Tyrants at gmail.com,
Now we're gonna get dick pics.
ask me
There's
for my
worse.
personal email so you can Venmo me.
Or send him dick pics. Manny dick pics. He
You
loves
can
them.
Yeah. And if you send a dick pic with your written permission, we'll put that on the Patreon for other people to buy.
Please, no.
We're
You
gonna
won't
get
get a cut.
demonetized
I'll
for
promise
this.
you that. We keep all the profit.
Good thing our family doesn't watch this.
That's what you think.
Yeah. Why wouldn't
My
like
family.
why
I don't
wouldn't
care
your
about
kids
yours.
find this?
Why, my family's in this.
Why wouldn't
Anyways.
your kids find this, Baron? In like 20 years down the line.
They won't be
They're
surprised.
in it. One of them is in the... One of us is his kid, right?
Which one?
Could
Go
it be
around
him?
the table and try and figure out who's Dave's kid. Anyway,
Curly
It's me.
hair.
Dave
I-
is his own dad.
I'm my own grandpa.
Time travel.
Good job, Fry.
So a movie called The Stupids featuring Tom Arnold.
Cool. So,
Alright, I think we got it.
yeah, I think you guys nailed the recap pretty well.
I don't remember if we did a long rest or not, though. I
No, we are all
No,
No,
very-
currently
Okay.
Albaton and Utilio are still down in that room because we found a little something. We told you guys to get the hell out of there because we can magically get out if we need to.
Also,
That's right.
we have like 4 people that are below or at 10 hit points.
Yeah,
so,
I'm at 92, so...
As in, we have a barbarian that's at 10 hit points.
The
yeah.
cleric is spent. I'm not. there will be no more healing from the cleric.
I have healing,
Tonight.
but I'd rather get out
Hey,
first.
what about
dude.
Laura's character? Doesn't she have healing stuff?
There will be no more healing from Laura's
She's a
character.
sorcerer.
She
So
has,
you go boom.
she has one healing spell that occasionally will get pulled out in dire situations. She already pulled it out this fight, so
I have plenty of spell slots, but
Oh,
I'd rather
that-
just...
healing word.
The bard.
Yeah.
The bard that she has.
Hey,
Yes,
guy,
sir.
what's up?
You have healing?
I have
Word.
six spell slots left, and I
First
have
and second levels.
yes, and I have cure wounds, so
Can you go tickle people
I can
with
cure
normals?
your wounds.
Hey, but why don't you take a long rest instead?
Oh, are we taking a Are we in a place where we can take a long rest?
You can take a place...
We can get the hell out of here and then take a long rest.
Yeah, and then we get attacked by more
Alright, so
things.
do you
I'll
know
just
what you
cast
found?
cure wounds on people.
Do you remember?
You can take a long rest
Did you write
already.
it down?
Probably not. There was like
You can
a
try.
hole in the wall or a notch in the wall or something like that. In a hole in the wall and a bucket in the hole. And
Way down in the valley.
There's a
It's a
hole.
hole.
There's
There's
a
a
hole
hole
in the
in
bottom.
the cigarette.
no, but I bet
And you
you.
can sing along because that one is, like, what do you call it?
You just gotta
Free copyrights
Well,
up
slight-
on it
Yeah,
or
there's no
whatever.
copyright.
free
on it.
common.
Yeah.
I bet you Elbaton remembers though, and when he gets here, he'll
I mean,
be
we
able
can
to tell
sing-
us.
we
So
can
if
sing
they want to
true
heal,
tunes in here.
we can
God,
just hold.
why?
Oh god, that's
There was
why.
something
Well, anyway,
in a
so
little hole in the wall.
There was a there's a little stone pedestal that is against the.
My next bard character, super
Get the
Christian.
quick.
Man. Let's take a 3-minute.
So we
And
can't sing
roughly-
happy birthday.
John was talking.
This corner here. Make sure I'm pointing right. Hold on. Yeah, it's like the claw game. In
Yeah,
this
you're right.
corner here, there is a little pedestal, and flipping back and forth. There is you notice that there's a kind of a fragment
John,
that
just
looks
slide
like.
to your left a bit. Your soft
No,
camera.
all good.
He's like,
I'm trying to stay on the rolly pad, and if I go more left, I'm not on the rolly pad.
Oh.
But anyways, all right.
You're
So then on the bait with that little, like, you notice that there's something that's not quite 100% perfect with the like engravings and stuff that's on it. It doesn't look quite 100% right, and when you closer inspect it, it looks like a little piece of like a fragment of something that's more or less you think it's part of a tablet that like it's broken and it's put inside of here, and it's like you can surmise it's a key, part of a key. So looking at it, it looks like it has a slight pentagrammal shape to it, and what parts of the fragment on it that you can see. But it is like kind of slightly inlaid inside of it.
I'll punch you.
Elbaton will investigate it.
Okay.
That's the one he's good at for like traps or see if there's any. Yep.
Baron, can I punch the cow, please?
You can do what you
I
want.
mean, I don't remember being elected the party leader, so if you want to punch the cow,
I think
Start
he's got
punching
a
the
+8, which would
I
be
really didn't exist.
14.
He's like copying me.
I mean, I think it's over there.
Oh, okay.
If Dave wants
hand me
to
the
open it
folder
up and
quick
look at the batons paperwork.
Hey, let's not get reality and game mixed up. I'm not a cow in real life.
It's
Just real quiet here.
Yeah, 14.
14. It's exactly how he described it as what he kind of sees. Like, it looks like there's like dirt and stuff around like the grooves of the edges of it, where it's like he surmises could probably like with a dagger like kind of work around it to loosen up again and maybe pop it out.
Okay.
But he can't really figure anything else extra about it.
Move, and Utilio will shoulder past him, and I think she has a dagger.
Utilio?
Yeah, somewhere. She's got a crowbar. How does that sound?
just come see
A little more violent, but sure.
Yeah. She has some implements that she will work to use her muscles. She's got a hammer and a crowbar, and I remember making that joke about it last game. So she'll try and free it.
Alright, what even skill-wise?
Strength? Just a strength.
Strength, yeah.
I would think
I was
so.
like, it's like never, like, you don't use, like, a lot of people don't use a lot of those, like, things, so it's like when finally it comes up, you're like, how do you do this again? How do you DM this? So.
16.
16, yep. With not too much effort there, like, you're like, Elbaton, hold, crowbar there, take your hammer, pop it a couple times, and then you just push up on your crowbar and it just pops out. Does it fall on the ground or do you try to catch it?
Well, I try and catch it for sure.
Dexterity to try and catch it. Just because I can.
He misses.
Elbaton, mage hand. What's my dex? 15.
Alright, you catch it.
Haha.
Not too hard. You're right there. So, catch it. Holding in your hands, like as I said, that like one relief face of it is there. On the back side, you see like a little more intricate detail on the back of it, and it looks like the back of like what looks to be a serpent, but knowing like the like history of the area and everything, and also seeing like the shrines and stuff that the Diraxakun made, you can guess that it's, when put together, it creates a whole picture of Amaru, the Kuagal.
Okay.
So.
I will.
No, not one of
You
these.
go to put it in.
I was like,
a
wait.
little resistance.
I was
but it
like,
goes
wait,
in.
you didn't like put it here?
There's not enough fabric there to hold it. I
Yeah.
feel,
No,
I feel
between-
like Utilia's
right down the
fabric
middle.
around here.
Right down the middle.
So it's just always pointing out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty modest. I'm a pretty modest lady.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty modest.
Okay.
Show
Yeah,
it
there's plenty of
it's
room
somebody
to
else's
sneak her
artwork,
right
so
there.
keep yes, I will just hold on to this
Alright.
baton. El baton.
Cool.
Who is all over here? Just you and the
Just
baton?
me and the baton.
Because we all climbed out.
Yeah, I mean, if that's all of our investigation or search
And
around
this
the
is
room,
actually above this. Right?
yeah, if that's all it yields, we'll probably
So
climb
you
on
found-
out. I'll let him go first to make sure he makes it up the
Maybe
rope,
you should
and then
just
I'll.
hold that above.
Is there a way to
Just the
actually
whole time.
stack that on top, or is that not possible?
Like that, see there. We'll
Like, is
hold
there a
it
way to
down.
build it so it's actually...
We'll just need you to stay at that for the rest of the game.
Well,
Till we get out of there.
we could use the fly platforms, but then you can't see the miniatures in the
No, I guess,
lower
yeah.
one.
Right.
So yeah, we'll climb out of there.
Okay. Athletics.
For him,
Fail.
Just because it's
5, I would guess.
I knew it. I was like, fail.
Ooh.
I think he has negative athletics.
Ooh.
He's also unlucky.
Yeah, it's 5.
He goes to start trying to climb up, and he just can't. Like, even with the rope there, it's just like, it's kind of, it's funny for Utilia to watch for like the first like 2 times he tries, and then it's just kind of sad because you're like, how can you not like just scale a rope?
He's that kid in gym class.
I'm
He's
not sure
John.
gym class.
Get on
Most
my
of us.
back. Get on my back.
Straight up, disadvantage.
God damn it, the baton.
19.
You make it up.
No legs,
Just Fezzik
hands.
and fucking Princess Briding this shit. 3 people hanging off.
Oh, it's a tight squeeze there too. The 2 of you.
His back just.
Yeah, Elbaton's definitely like slightly scraping against. The
I
back.
will intentionally like push a few times.
Be like, oh, I need a brace for a moment.
Deep breath.
Alright, so you made it up 1 level.
But everyone's
Now
up
we're
there
with
now.
everybody.
Now you're at
Everyone's up there.
middle level here.
Yeah. He
Here?
can
Yep.
ride the cow for now.
I can barely
He
do
can
it.
ride the bull.
He can run it.
How do you lock your hooves around the rope to like?
Just hands
Pinches,
and
he
legs.
pinches the hooves.
Now that
Is-
we're all back together,
Because
first of
that's how it
all,
happens, right?
did you find anything down there?
Make something up.
I'm trying to think of which character would answer this question.
Oh.
Problem with playing
Well,
2 characters.
Elbaton is the face of the party, obviously.
That's.
Yes, we did find something.
Was that Albaton?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought, because it didn't sound like Utila. Well, what did you find? The baton.
We found a tablet. Tablet. I can't do this accent.
Like an Amazon tablet?
Get fire tap?
Dude.
We think it might be a key.
Neat.
Neat.
Huh, neat.
Alright, anybody need to be healed while we're,
Get everybody. What's the
I don't need to be healed, I'm fine. I'm at 92 hit points out of 126.
I'm gonna cast 2nd level Cure Wounds on myself.
Sounds good.
That's a leader thing to do.
He's not a leader.
Have you ever been on an airplane? Please put on your own mask before helping others.
Have you ever been on an astral cruise?
Okay.
Not to derail from D&D, but like, if we actually got on an airplane and you have to wear your COVID mask on an airplane, if you crash and those things come down in the airplane, how do you...
Take your fucking COVID mask off.
Yeah,
You just
then-
put
then-
both of them
I'd
on.
put it over the COVID mask because it would just go through it.
Yeah, double masking, you know?
Which is recommended by the CDC now. It's the double mask.
So it's gonna make a
Anyway.
snakes on a plane reference.
So,
Like, there are some motherfucking drakes on this motherfucking plane.
Hey! Don't steal my idea for continuing this campaign!
There's some motherfucking
Just because you guys are going through the astral plane doesn't mean I can't throw some astral
God.
drakes on the motherfucking astral cruiser that you guys are cruising around on. Actually, realistically, it would not be a cruiser. Those things are way too big, and you guys would not have the manpower to be able to do it.
Just slowly replacing party members one by one with Geef Yankee.
Hey, if we get enough money, we could hire a crew to man the large
Money.
astral cruise.
You gotta get some of
Yeah,
that.
but then once they die, there's nothing to replace them.
Oh, true.
You said ass.
We can just clone the cow and teach the clones to run it.
The first one's
You
not
know,
very
I
good. They
think
don't get
actually
numbers.
Minotaurs
they don't
have
know.
a proficiency with nautical stuff.
Haven't you seen cloning? It only gets worse.
Unless it's, oh wait, that might be a previous source document.
Yeah, I'm not
But
sure.
the new one that may not. Anyways, alright, so you healed
Who
yourself.
else- who
How
else
much you get
needs-
healed?
How about we all
10, so
get
I'm
the
up to
hell out of
17.
Awesome.
Before we move, we should heal, so in case we
Why not we
encounter...
find a good spot to
Because if we encounter something on the way there,
Does Mike count up or
you
count
might
down?
shed your last feather.
Does he have
You
7
mean, like,
wounds
if
or
we
7
just-
hit points?
we build
7
a
hit
hut on
points?
top of the ziggurat?
Because I'm pretty sure he went down, came
No,
back
yeah,
up, went
yeah,
down,
they
came
can't
back up
see
3
it.
times.
The baton could sure use a little
A little
healing.
tickle.
I can build a ziggurat on top, or
Dang.
a hut on top of the ziggurat.
Okay.
No one's
You-
gonna see
Well,
us.
here's, you
You
know,
counted him
I'd
down
be
in
curious.
so I think he counts.
would it block?
I think he.
I go
doesn't
down
have
just like a
it's not
step, so it's
counting
underneath the
moves.
rubies.
I was about to like,
You know,
I
that
would
doesn't
never
blur
block
the
it.
ruby, so it looks like camouflaged in. That's the smart way to do it.
I was just curious. I was like, I wonder if that would like encompass the ruby too.
12.
Oh, I think Mike's here.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, Mike's definitely.
Who the hell is...
Pause.
Pausing.
You mean elf?
Let's play some fucking D&D.
Who else needs healing?
What?
I mean,
like all of the table.
Yeah.
Heal to
Well, I
some
have like
extent.
some spell slots left.
You didn't use like
I healed it. Who did I heal for you?
you healed
12.
Elbaton.
Elbaton.
Okay, so you're up to 19. What are you at?
I'm at 10.
Oh.
Well, I got an 8 and a 1. So 12.
Mm.
Anybody else?
I mean, I feel like
That's
we
all
should.
my level.
I feel like we should take a.
We are, but we just were being safe. And
Now
we're
don't
about to-
start this again!
Don't do it! He's not in the mood tonight.
We've already that discussion's already happened once, twice, thrice.
We're doing it to be cautious in case there's a demon sorceress up there waiting to
Could
smite
be like a
us.
gargoyle that just comes to life on the top of this ziggurat.
Yeah, there could be a gargoyle that just
Woman.
comes all over.
Yeah, or the woman that made us smell bad. Tried to make us smell bad.
I feel bad for that kid when they find this video.
What were
Like,
my
Nah,
parents?
he's already gonna know his dad's a nerd, so it's fine.
It's more of a
Oh,
shock.
yeah, they weren't here
Mom!
when we were talking
Yeah.
about selling.
What were you doing there?
Yeah, they weren't here when we were talking about selling Jono's boxers on Patreon.
Probably a good thing.
How much?
They're frozen outside.
Not anymore.
First
But
one's
too
free if you
long.
want to try it.
I'm gonna go take them off right now.
Okay.
no flavored
The
underwear.
low price of one resin 3D printer.
Alright,
Anyways,
to the roof.
To the roof.
The roof.
To the roof.
The roof.
The roof.
It's definitely not.
It's not on fire. Don't worry.
All
Alright, so-
over there.
You got a rope to climb. Who's going first?
I'll do it.
Rope.
I'll go
All right,
first.
roll your
This
roll
is
your
the
first.
What am I rolling? Is it
Dice.
Athletics.
Is there wind in here?
Oh.
Is it a 1?
That's a 10.
A 10 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
It takes you a bit
Watch
more
out, the
effort
cow's
than
gonna
like
fall.
you thought it would. You must be a little tired from wrangling that there mushroom into the bag, but you make it up. Not as gracefully as you were hoping. As you got up to like the top of
What
it,
do you
your
call it?
antlers,
Just
your
dies or
horns
falls?
definitely scraped a little bit on that one little
Ground
piece of stone
beef.
that's still sitting up
When
there.
I get to the top, can I just like kick it down?
Sure can try.
I'm gonna kick it down when I get to the top.
Go ahead and roll with strength.
19 plus 5, so 24.
All right. So you hit it. It goes down. Was somebody standing at the bottom?
No.
Okay. So as you're all waiting there and you hear him get to the top, obviously you hear and then as a stone comes down.
Where did that come from?
I kept
Down the
hitting
hole
my
that people
head.
were about to start climbing up.
Sorry, guys, I
He
kept
just
hitting my
climbed
head on that
Oh, he
brick.
hit his head on the stone.
And then he decided to kick the stone down. He's a barbarian. What do you expect?
It's
That's
agitating.
Using
Agitating.
Agitating? Is that what you
It's
said?
agitating.
It's agitating?
What do you do?
All right, who's next?
I'll go up next.
1, 2, 3, let's
Agitating.
go up the rope.
I'll go
Woo.
next.
Yeah.
Can I like run up though, kind of like acrobatically up there, you know, jump over?
Oh dear God, this is gonna end badly.
You want to try wall bouncing your way up?
Yeah.
Sure, go acrobatics then.
Oh.
What? That's a 14.
What? How the fuck is that a 14?
I have a +9 acrobatics.
Oh.
Why do you think I do acrobatic shit up instead of athletics?
Yay, bards.
Right?
So to figure that out, you can go 5 plus X equals 14. Solve for X.
So you're bouncing up, and
5
you get up to
plus
the
9 is
top.
14.
I know.
Oh.
I was talking to him.
Oh, I was like, I did the math right.
They say you never use algebra in real life.
Yeah.
That is in D&D.
I was like, I did it in my head.
Coming back.
No, I was looking
At
like.
him. The way you looked at
Yeah.
me, though, I was like, I did it
Well,
right.
I was kind of looking more towards you because you have the character sheet,
Oh.
but
I make it up.
Yeah, as you go up to the top as well, like, you're going to bounce off the wall one last time, and your foot slipped for a second, like, oh shit, I'm high up, and then you quick pushed off hard, and you made it out. Thankfully, that rock was not in the way anymore.
Hey, thanks for moving that rock.
As your head would went right to it.
No, I just like to say that he comes up, and I was expecting to see a demon
What a demon. It's a black bird.
bringing back the whole "let's get healed" thing.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
some random demon that didn't attack any of us and just went up the hole.
Alright, who's next?
I'll go.
Alright.
Make sure the cow doesn't eat the bird.
Flirt.
Using the rope?
Yes, I will just.
I can do that, actually.
Oh, that's a 4.
Womp womp.
That's a 9.
Gentleman's 9.
It takes some effort, but you do make it up. It's not a pretty sight.
Fuck ropes.
Your hands are a little tender afterwards because you slid a few times.
all rolled
So
below.
you're
All right,
gonna be
there,
a little
bud?
tender tonight when you go to...
Once
The
a
lotion
month.
might stink.
Once a month.
It's a new month. It's a new day.
No!
There, and that looked like a.
No Michael
Albaton
Bublé in here.
struggle
It's not
there.
a new dawn. It's not a new day.
But that's such a good song.
No.
But, feel good.
Terrible things happen.
Next.
Oh,
That's a gentleman's 3.
This is a cursed rope. I
So-
can smell a cursed rope from a mile away. There's a cursed rope.
The person who climbed before you, whose hands got kind of sweaty going up, and you're starting to climb.
Sorry, the baton.
And you just slide down, you're like, motherfucker. And you go to do it again, and you're like, God damn it, this is just like the last time I had to climb a rope, which was literally like 30 seconds ago.
I like pulled my guitar and was like,
Utilio,
am I
you're seeing
still
all
at the
this,
top
you're
of
like,
the hole?
God damn it, again.
Am I still at the top of the hole?
Yes.
Alright, I pull my like cloud lyre. Levitate.
I was just going to use
You are
Dimension Door.
levitating.
I just
You are
and
now
then, and then I just
levitating.
go like just straight up the hole.
I mean, I could have cast Fly, too.
I could do that too. I had to use. I
Alright.
didn't have to use a spell slot to do it though.
Mike, you're out of the hole. More or less okay.
Whoa.
And if I have another
You
fire,
bounced
I
the
can
walls
cast
a couple
Fire
times,
Experts
but
and
you're more or less
fails.
fine. Nothing too damaging. Next. There's only 3 of them.
What you got?
25. So straight up as
Just fucking one-handed it.
Jumps
you're
up.
like you watch him go up there and you're like,
Idiots.
and you just go one hand and you just haul hard and you do hear the stone up top starting to creak as you're pulling on it, but you get enough momentum and you pull yourself up and you're just one-handing this.
Is
Like,
it
you're like,
because
I
of
don't
my
need-
extra weight?
No. No, it's not because of that, darling. No.
Should have been.
No,
Your
you just
character's
pull
not
hard
also
enough.
pregnant, is
But
it?
how funny would that be?
Pergonate.
Like instantly pregnant.
That'd be very dangerous.
That'd be
Utilio.
Yeah, hold on.
Only one that's been spooning with her.
Utilio's a
No,
hermaphrodite.
she's been spooning with Utilio.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Baron.
Baron, how powerful is your shit?
Very.
Alright. The whole time while this is all going on, Oriana pulls a wrapped package, like kind of that she's been wearing on her back, and starts unwrapping it, and pulls out a broom and does her best Sarah Jessica Parker, and just like lays on it and flies up out of the hole on the broom.
She actually got flying.
Yeah, she's a broom flying. This whole time she's had a broom flying. I'm so happy I rediscovered that on her character sheet last time at the end of the session. I was like, oh, I
You
totally
could have just been
forgot she had
reusing that broom over and over again.
It's not for you.
And Utilio?
20.
First in, last out. Not a problem. Just like before. No feet at all, just with your hands.
I mean, Albaton had no feet at all.
Are we going to reuse this as something else or get it out of the way?
We can get it out of the way. We can
Oh,
shield.
shit falling off of it.
Oh, look, it's still on a camera.
That's that one.
That's okay.
It's the boat of us. We're all out of that too.
The boats and hoes.
There you go.
In that camera a little bit.
Now there's just like one of these things. You broke it!
Man down!
DJ.
This is why I don't. Well, no.
That's why we can't have nice
That's
things.
why we can't have
able to
nice
touch
things.
These toys.
Oh, the rock.
Stop breaking my toys.
Yeah, I was like, that's a ruby.
But then it gives you a
Alrighty.
reason to buy more.
You get to tell Laura that. When and if she comes tonight. There's a chance. She's wrong.
She still wouldn't let you buy more.
Anyway,
She doesn't have to know. Sneaky John knows. Alright, oh crap, that's on camera. Fix it in post, please.
He won't.
Alright, so you're up on
Things
top.
tabletop tyrants say are not reflective of our own beliefs.
Just a little bit.
there. Mike solved it.
I've fixed all of our problems forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Taylor's.
We can say whatever the fuck we want now.
Right.
Yes.
Plausible deniability.
We're all playing characters. My name's not even Dave.
That's right.
We're so deep into the role play, we don't even know who the fuck we are anymore.
Yep.
Man, that hit too hard. Alrighty, so you guys are on top of this ziggurat.
Yep.
What you guys doing?
We're gonna take a long rest.
Take a long rest?
I need a nap.
We're going the fuck to sleep.
I'm gonna like.
Okay. Is there a glow coming from the other two ziggurats going towards the
Yeah,
prison?
now that it's probably nighttime.
It is dark enough now that you can see that there is also faint glows that also lead towards that middle ziggurat.
Alright.
How many cigarettes are there total?
Is this one still doing that?
Yes.
And there's
Whoa.
1, 2, 3.
Has anyone tried to touch the ruby yet?
What do you
Not
want
that
to
I
lick
know
it?
Huh?
Not that I know of.
That should be a
Like
boarding.
the Liberty
I mean,
Bell.
it's almost like a
Yeah,
little like
boarding.
pedestal kind of thing.
Well, I
Under
want to.
the main arch.
I want to
kind of
walk
thing.
up to it and just
It's
put
like
my.
carved coatl that's like open mouth.
Wait
like
till the
in
boarding.
the mouth. There's the
Don't do,
I just.
ruby.
don't do this now.
no.
There's two schools of thought here. He doesn't do it now. We
What are you
rest.
doing?
Everybody's full health. Then he touches it and gets injured. Then we
What
have
do you
to rest again.
What are you doing?
I want to walk up and just cover the lights, like just go like this, and then do the
He's
like.
going to put his hooves through the light.
No, I have hands on my top.
Okay.
He does
he's
have
gonna put his-
hands.
Hand
I-
hooves.
Like so, like
His feet
there's
are hooves.
the center ziggurat and right and then around it, and I want to like put my hands over the light, blocking it from getting to the center.
So that'd be like beef curtains?
He'll walk up and go, "We have the meter."
Jiminy Christmas. All right.
Icky. Dave.
Gross. Not Dave.
What? His arms are made of beef. Like curtains. I got it. It wasn't dirty at all.
Right.
So you do it?
Mhm.
Okay. So you go to put your hand in front of the beam, and it doesn't seem to interrupt the beam at all. It just keeps, like, yeah, your hand goes through it and everything, but the beam continues on past your
Like
hand.
through my hand.
Like, yeah, it's not like it puts a
The
hole through your
beam's
hand
this
or
big
anything.
and your hand's this big, so it just keeps going.
Now you have 10 years of radiation poisoning on that one hand.
Nothing
It's your
happened.
jerking hand.
Nothing happened.
It's your joking hand.
Con save shoot.
Oh.
It makes me laugh every fucking time.
All right. Well then, that's all I wanted to try. I just wanted to see what happened.
Okay, that's what happened.
The guy, nothing to worry about.
Alright. Put up the fucking dome, please.
Alright. Third level spell slot, Tiny Pet.
Do you always just save one at the very end?
I have all three.
No, that's what I mean. Like, and then you just always save one third level spell slot.
No,
for
because I
that.
can ritual spell it too.
Oh.
If he wants to take the time.
If I want to take 10 minutes to build it, I'll ritual, but
But the last
okay.
3 times he's tried to ritually do it, something's happened in the middle of
Or
it.
like Varen tries to go bang a chick.
and then bang himself.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Bang
get
around
banged
in the
by something.
Yep.
Something about red. About right there.
Every single one of those times I was ritual casting.
Yeah, you were. I know. That was like I think 3 attempts to ritually cast
Yes.
Bad shit happens when you party naked.
Or you're with Barry.
You're just down around your ankles.
Alright, yeah, so I cast that fucking.
Alright. So, because you're just straight casting it, bubble is up. 8-hour mark starts. That moment.
Night, guys. I immediately walk in, go to bed. I'm like, look, you guys. Bird needs sleep.
Yep. Sleep.
Cow needs sleep too. See.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass out.
Did you bring Ezra into the bubble with you, or
The cow doesn't get a bed though, so
I'll
we
bring
call
him
him
in.
ground beef.
Damn. I was hoping to kill that bird tonight.
What?
What's up?
I go to bed.
Okay. You go to bed.
Yeah.
Any watches or anything like that?
Nah.
We don't need that.
Now we're in a bubble.
We like to live dangerously.
More purple, more betters. D&D 5th edition character record sheet. More
Wow.
purple, more betters.
Mhm.
How long has that
More
been?
purple, more better.
Is that always? No, it says betters.
It does say
It
betters.
does.
Betters.
Well, better
Apostrophe
apostrophe
S.
S, so it's his.
Yeah,
They
it's
show
long.
ownership.
Alrighty then.
Alright. 8 hours passes.
Do we want to look at the next Zyggurat?
What's everyone's passive perception?
15.
9.
17.
13. 16.
15.
Why is your music so high?
What's
Because-
Because we have wisdom.
No.
I'm guessing not 17, 13.
I didn't even know which
I
one.
have a 9 wisdom.
So. Okay. Sounds good. Peaceful night. I'm just curious.
What?
Who's above what numbers kind of thing? For the passive world around you. So it's up here. So, you wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy?
Yep.
No. You don't feel like they did.
Always.
But you do feel nice and refreshed.
Like
So, like,
65 health points.
Straight up
refreshed.
sober, too. Because
Perfect.
you guys haven't drank like a drop of alcohol in a long time.
Perfect.
With all those alchemy
Wait
jars.
for yourself!
I got this. Hold on. You guys are all sober as a bird.
Is the
Inspiration dice
I'm
yourself
killing
for
the
that
bird.
one.
I'm killing him.
I do?
We're having chicken for
What kind?
chicken and waffles.
That is
Let's do this.
We'll just go D6.
Alright.
is the bird the
I'll make
word?
this the inspiration.
Bird.
That one's a constant, always going on. Bird is always the word.
Am I good now?
Alrighty.
Is that crack
So-
dice?
The morning is upon you.
Sweet dice.
What do? You're on top of a ziggurat. There's just barely enough space for all of you to squeeze up on there also.
So why don't we, like, lower the barrier, and then,
Oh, the
like,
barrier's gone.
It's gone.
why don't we just
At 8 hours, it's gone.
take the ruby? That's a very large ruby. That is worth a lot of money.
No, but we want to find out what's going on with the other ones before we do that, so we can have a plan.
So
of
you
attack
just said
to
that out
attack
loud.
The guy.
Right, your character said
Yes.
that one.
Yes,
I
he
grabbed
said
the-
that in his character
You grab the
voice.
ruby?
No.
Okay.
no.
Go for athletics to lift it up, as it is a nice size ruby.
I found breakfast.
You shoot your pants as you lift it
Now
up.
we're having beef Wellington.
Oh no.
I want steak.
17.
Eggs.
17. You're able to lift it up.
So it's off the platform.
Yep, it's off the pedestal. It's in your hands.
Delzo, he just said we're gonna wait until we see the other ones.
Well,
I
now we
said
don't
we
have to
should.
wait. Now I
Let's
can
not
now we can carry it with us.
And now he has to plan for this boss now. What a waste of a whole night. Oh no.
Should I put it back?
Is it still glowing?
Thought I put it
Is there
back.
still like a beam of energy?
We don't know. Did he pick it up?
Yeah, I'm
He
holding
picked it up.
I mean, like, did it allow him to pick it up? Oh.
Is that
Like how you put
Is
the
that
little...
to scale?
We'll say yes.
Exactly how he's holding it to. It's on his back of his neck, like a soccer ball.
Like that Atlas. Hold Earth.
Did you secure the device?
Dang.
You right, bud?
It still
I don't
glows.
think so. You're wearing like a constant smile of death.
So it's
Grief.
okay. So do I have? I don't take any pain from that.
No.
Like,
No pain.
No game.
guys, look at this. No pain.
Just got a nice sized ruby. Or I should say a massive ruby. It's an actual word for it.
Size?
Is a massive ruby. It does give me a value for it too.
But no weight?
But you'd have to go and like actually try and figure
You
it out.
need Google.
So,
If we want to like hold
I've,
on a little bit, I can identify it. It'll
Bigger
take
or
10
smaller
minutes.
than a dragon egg?
Smaller.
Okay.
Do we want to wait 10 minutes so I can identify it?
I'd probably put it at about like a seedless watermelon size.
Okay. Oh, big ass.
Like
ruby.
oblong in that way too. Like it's a ruby, so it's not like
Yeah.
perfect.
I feel like I should identify this.
Definitely identify it.
Okay, so put it down.
No.
You're going to hold it there while...
The whole time.
you're gonna.
Cutting off his arms, are you?
Otilio just moved behind Delzo, and when he said no, she drew her sword. Hank, she hadn't said a word this whole time.
Well, put it down so I can fucking identify it.
If I put it down, what if it stopped glowing?
That's fine!
Okay. It's been glowing this whole time. Why would putting it back where we found it make it stop glowing?
I never said put it back where I found it.
No, just put it on the ground.
Oh,
Now I'm just doing my best Barry Bonds, just like...
Alright, I'm going to ritual cast identify.
Cool.
So it takes 11 minutes.
And it's been put down.
should I be casting wind walls soon so that when you do cough his head, that it doesn't hit all of us?
That's your preference. I don't really care.
I've never used my wand of magic before. Just to try it.
Magic detection.
Yeah, can I try that detect magic thing? I just want to...
Sure.
Okay. Cool, so that's also 10 minutes.
I can't wait for him to go. It's magical.
Yeah. No, it's a conjunct. It says it takes 10 minutes. Duration 10 minutes.
Yes.
Duration.
It lasts for 10
Not
minutes.
channel for
Each
10
charge does magic or detect magic.
Oh,
once,
okay.
And then it lasts for 10 minutes.
How do you know the time it takes to do it?
It's instant.
Well, with
Oh,
the
it says, yeah,
wand,
it's
it's
a wand,
instantaneous.
Cool.
Alright, so while you're ritual casting, you're doing that.
You just get so much magic off of me.
I've never
Everybody
done that
here
before.
Off
pings
of like
magic of
everything
some
that
kind
has
or another.
magical.
And the ruby does have a faint glow of magic as well to it. Eventually you do get, like, it does tell you, like, kind of what's, it gives off an aura that you can identify as to what school of magic it goes into. And that one goes into abjuration.
What?
School of magic. So,
If you tell us that.
Abjuration.
If you tell us that.
and I mean, everybody else's magic items and stuff are still glowing, and you'll see what kind of school, like the glow, like will change colors or like intensity based off like the strength and stuff, or like the school of magic as well. So, I don't know everybody's off heart or like what school of magic they would classify as, because everybody has a lot of magic items. And shit. So much information.
I just have a lot of magic items.
Okay. I never
So,
used that, so it'd be a good opportunity.
It's detect magic is a very fun one to be able to use. You do note that like bag of holdings and stuff like those glow, but if there was just as a note, anything that would be magical that was put into it, you don't get a ping off those because it's inside there. It's
So a
somewhere
bag of
else.
holding will hide magic items.
It's like lead.
More or less. I mean, the only exception would be like if somebody cast like a detection spell to like find that specific thing.
Okay.
Then it would be like it is in the possession of this person.
And you have a bag of holding, so I'll give you one guess on where it is then.
After you cast Identify after that period of time, it doesn't have any names or anything like that to it. These rubies were never anything as fancy as that. They're rubies that are enchanted with an abjuration magic that you can surmise it's meant for spellcasters to come in, like divine spellcasters to come in and pour divine magic into it to be able to feed into the soul of Amaru. As it's like a very specific kind of magic item, it doesn't have a name or anything like that. But yeah.
Well, this is for divine spellcasters, so it's useless
Does
to me.
Identify tell you the value of it as well? I don't think so.
Useless to you, or it's useless to... You're useless to it.
It's useless to me. This only goes one way.
Or so you think. This is your school of thought.
Identify.
Dave, you want to toss me the
It
DC
does
guide real quick?
not. No.
Uh-oh.
Learn
should
its
be
properties and how to use
the ones
them,
in
whether
there
it
that
requires
are-
attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. So yeah, this it's more or less a conduit of magical power, to where it's magical power gets stored into it, and then it's then channeled. Started.
We're drinking now.
Time travel!
Yeah, pass that shit down. Third brain dies. You're shitting his pants.
Oh!
Alright, so
Again!
Alright, so you were going
Tinky!
to do some... Yes, you did a
Yeah,
Silver Raven.
we send the Silver Raven to the Draxacoon saying, magic failing, we're going to engage. If you don't hear from us in a week, be ready to fight.
Is that what happened after I slammed the books down and the recording
Yeah.
stopped by
Yeah.
accident?
Yes. Yes, it did. Editor fix that in post.
You don't even have to fix it.
Yeah, we do it anyways.
Alright.
10 minutes, we'll never get back.
Dan,
You
you want
just
to
got
throw
that.
me some M&Ms or some shit?
Preggers would also like an M&M.
Or a Twix or something?
What?
No, those are Dane's.
Not anymore.
You just go. Or no
Oh,
one
fuck
else
yeah,
here.
Twix.
You just said
Can you eat Twix, Taylor?
Rikers wants
Yeah.
to
Heard that before?
Yeah.
Alright.
that.
He's a
So,
baby.
Give those to your pregnant wife.
There you
Tim threw us yours.
Feed the pregnant woman.
I've done this before. Trust me. Keep her happy.
Now be quiet and eat your M&Ms.
Alright, so your message has been sent on its way. We will maybe one day find out if they ever found it. Got it. We'll find out. Well, maybe you'll find out.
This-
Well, who knows?
We're not coming back for 2 weeks in hopes that they run away. And then we don't have to kill them all.
We're taking the treasure with them.
You should have just had it run away now, we're gonna kill these things. So then we just follow the bird back and just take out the loot. Easy win.
Alright, so what you guys doing?
I think we decided that we're gonna walk towards the biggin to see, just to look at it as we head towards the west one.
Sure.
I mean, that's what me and Siri decided.
Sure. Alright.
Spells. Message spells.
Yeah.
And they whispered to each other. It's weird.
We've been doing that since the beginning.
But, alright. So going down the ziggurat, march in order, and then march in order across. Who's leading the way?
I'm leading the way.
You're leading the way.
Nah,
Do you know the
the
way?
rats are.
I'm in the exact center where it's safest.
Where's safest?
Which
That's
one
what
is
you
that?
think.
That's a woman.
That's what you
That's
hope.
Oriana, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Who's this one?
The big
Agatha.
one with the sword?
That's what I
Or
thought.
with the axe?
So this must be El Baton.
I have to march on a line.
I'll be last.
Bring it up,
To hide our
bring it up-
numbers.
bring it up road.
Alright.
I cast the rats.
Just to put the beef
Jim's
gates
last
spread out a
line.
little bit.
To put them out in the back.
The beef gates. Alright.
The beef cotas.
Alright, looks good. Alright, roll survival for cutting across through the tall grass.
Before you do that, so they're already down the ziggurat.
Yep, everybody's walking down the
So
ziggurat.
I waited for them to get down to the bottom of the ziggurat, and then before I left, I grabbed the ruby.
Oh,
Why are you not down here? Hurry up!
No, listen.
We would see you grab the ruby.
Listen, you put it in your bag.
Listen, no. I have good intentions of this. If we go check out the other things, like, oh, let's break this, we might have to break all three. Now we don't have to go back and grab it. So I grab it and I try to hide it with my disguise kit so that they won't see it. So I try to disguise the ruby so they can't see it.
This is gonna take you a good amount of time, dude.
So now you look like you're
using this
pregnant
guy
or
to
what?
Takes time.
How much?
Longer than
We've already left.
Well, we would notice he's not with us.
And?
I would be like, wait, hang on. Why is someone not protecting me?
I got you.
How long does it take for a disguise kit?
I mean, to do what you want to do to get it so it's not even recognizable as the ruby, that would take you a very, long enough that probably somebody would be like, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, never mind, then I grab it and I start walking behind them. And I just hold it behind my back.
Okay. It's behind your back. Roll
Persuasion?
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
To see if you can kind of quickly maneuver around and pick it up, maneuver around behind you, and try and maintain it there where somebody couldn't easily see it.
That'll be a gentleman's 10.
Gentleman said, alright. The number has been set, people.
My passive perception is higher than that.
I know.
Same.
I also know most everyone's passive perception.
Yeah, do we even
is
need to
higher
roll?
than
But we just walk anyways. We're just like,
that. The fucking
No,
game
I
is
would-
done.
I was gonna say, Varen being in the front would turn around before sort of walking to be like, is everybody here?
what do you do with your hand behind your back?
Turn around, and you see Dalto coming down the steps, hand behind the back.
Like he's
It's
holding
like
they get
watermelon,
buried
like this red, edge of a watermelon size, kind of peeking out the other side.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, and he's
This
trying
is
to shove
what
it back
Varen
and
is
forth.
doing right now, rubbing his
Hasn't
forehead.
quite figured out that if he stood straight up and down, it might hide it a little better, but
Can I try again?
Varen, no. Once we see it, we see it.
You can't let us see it.
Varen looks at Utilio and says, "Does he have the fucking ruby? Do you want to handle this or should I?"
Throw a watermelon.
this is strawberry.
I'm going to kill him.
Okay, so you're
I'm
going
going
to
to send a
handle
message to Attilio.
Can
Can we just kill him already? I feel like he's a liability.
There's a watermelon?
I call the ribeye.
Do you want watermelons?
Yeah. Just one. I just want one. I just need
I don't
one.
want any
I will
watermelon.
take.
I just want one.
I will take all of them.
One? Huh?
I missed.
There you go. I don't have any more.
Make sure they're on the ground because the dogs
Will you
eat
grab
them.
that?
Mike, crawl for it.
I don't know where the second one went.
Come here.
No, there's two he threw at me. And I'm sorry!
Alright. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I will turn and say, I realize the challenge we're about to face means that we could use someone of your particular talents. And I'm trying to be more benevolent. So please put the ruby back where he found it before I have to kill you.
No, just hear me out, okay?
No.
No, hear me out.
Over her, you just hear the bird go,
No.
talents? Question mark.
Just hear me out. So if I take it and we have to break it, then we have to walk all the way back here to break all three. And then we can bring them all at once.
But if we get there and it's not working anymore, and that thing gets out before we get there because there's one of the fucking rubies isn't here, then it's going to have a huge advantage against us, and possibly even know we are coming.
Surprise is our greatest
I mean, you
advantage
can
in
come
this
in a lot.
fight. I would walk 500 miles to maintain
And I would
to maintain that element of surprise.
Okay, fine, I'll put it back.
There are no words in any language that can describe how much I want to hit you with a chair.
He's had that plan for an hour.
I'll polymorph into a chair.
prop hunt.
We would be a waste of a
Forever stuck as a chair.
You just hit
Because
me.
chairs don't have any sentience at all.
Just break it, then they come back
Yeah.
up.
Take that back. I polymorph into a sentient chair.
A magical living chair. It's one of the magical
Varen sits on
12,
you.
Chaz.
Bet.
You've heard of them.
Varen's like,
Really fucked up sorting.
Varen
of
tips the
Harry
chair
Potter.
upside down and sits on
Gryffindor.
I made the whole.
Alright.
I'm afraid to taste this.
I'll put.
have a fruit punch in my
You-
mouth.
you
I'm like,
take-
this
you-
is a mistake. This is a mistake.
You can take the ruby off of the Minotaur.
Oh, go put it back!
Yeah, I did.
Just throw.
Shot puts it up there.
What do you have?
Can I
Nothing.
Why is the ruby on the ground?
Must have fallen off.
He kicks it underneath the rocks like it's a rug.
Where's the poop, Delzo?
You will
That's been me the last like 2 days. Where's the
see
fruit? I
the
love it.
vein in Utilio's forehead just pulsating, and she will say in a very tight, "Thank you, Delzo. That was very leaderly of you and wise." Before she turns around.
Yeah, I just point out, playing the character, he's not wise.
He is
He does have positive intelligence.
Yeah.
How is he not dead yet?
Skittles.
Positive intelligence.
Did not just
but,
spray my.
Give it another day.
Skittle water.
Survival for me.
Can I make him dead?
Can I make him
Can you
dead?
maintain a more or less
He's not mine.
west, slightly south?
The whole way. I'm talking until we're just having messages back and forth.
What's up, Baron?
You hang up first.
11 what?
No, you.
Survival. Oh.
We're only making that
We're a little
XXX
more
boom.
west heading than southwest. But you get there eventually.
I just told the rats to go west.
Quest?
West.
Oh, they're going off on their own quest?
No, they're
Sounds good.
they're in front of us going west. Like, just follow the rats.
What?
They have max
hold on.
survival.
Where's my stats for swarm of rats?
They have max survival. I told them go
You
west.
good?
You know what? Legitimately, I opened right up. Oh, that's bats.
Those are rats with wings. Close.
There we go. Rats.
These ones don't have the sonar. Well,
Hey, and
I
they
know.
do have a flat roll for figuring out which way's west.
Good.
Can they do it?
Can
They
they?
got a westerly heading.
Alright, cool.
Westerly.
So better than Baron
Hey,
currently.
he's got a westerly heading as well.
Oh.
You guys need to go slightly southwesterly to get to that other ziggurat. The slightly south.
We'll get there, fuckers.
Like,
Just
you're
shut
more or
up.
less west.
We
We'll
did
get you
say
to
we
the
would
big-
check out the big ziggurat
Right
first.
there. And right there.
It's like, alright, headings. Okay, there's the big one.
It's like walk
There's
past
another one.
it.
Alright, so going through tall grass.
Ooh.
More or less okay.
Hang on, tall grass.
I used cut. Cut through this shit.
Alright, you
There's
end up
padding
making
slash
it
over
across without any incidents. You make it to the big ziggurat, because that was the one you guys wanted to look at first.
Yeah,
So
kind of like on the
we're at
way.
the prison now.
Like a detour.
That's
You
the
guys
middle one,
pit
right?
stopped
Correct.
at the
Alright, everyone.
biggie.
If he's here, my plan,
Just go run.
yes.
That way.
I'm going to dimension door and just fucking leave.
Albaton, before you can do that, the cow's going to pick you up and use you like a baton.
Plot twist, fuckers. Misty step and then dimension door.
Alrighty.
Hey.
So.
I have a quick hypothetical.
Okay.
So that mushroom that I have.
Mushroom.
So when if it gets hit by an arrow, it obviously shoots out the necrotic poison. If you hit it at all, does it release the poison? It's even just a quick punch and it would release it?
If you grab it with your hand, it will release stuff.
Okay. Alright.
Chances are if you open your bag, it'll probably release
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Okay.
Right. We're gonna keep heading to the ziggurat.
Alright. As you pass by the big one, all's quiet. No, I mean, obviously, you hear some, animals and stuff, but nothing like grinding stones or great booming voices or anything like that, being like, how dare you have awakened me? Ah, the world is ending. Fuck you all.
Baron has a tiny penis. You know, those kinds of things.
No, nobody's saying that.
Oh wait, I said that.
Does it look very similar, minus a large ruby on top? Like
It does look kind of similar. It's bigger by a
Get
good
jewelry
amount
on
than
it.
the other one you guys were at. You do see, like, high atop, there is an archway up there as well. For the bottom of it, you can't quite see necessarily like what's up there or
Dimension
anything
door.
like that. It doesn't look like there's any like rubies or anything like that, but you can't really tell from the bottom of
No.
the cigarette.
I vote with Scout. Find the entrance.
You don't have message. Shut up.
There it is.
What are you doing?
Alright, so you're scouting.
I was told if we just throw some flour on it, we'll find the entrance.
Start looking.
Hey, Baron.
Use your
Does anybody have any
perception.
Do you have
flour?
flour? I was about to ask, do you have flour?
Baron, I have a question for you.
Sure.
How much rope do you have left?
I believe about
Oh
100.
shit, did you ever grab the rope?
Yes, I grabbed the rope.
Perception.
Did you say you grabbed the rope?
Yes. I didn't. No, I didn't say it. I grabbed the rope. I didn't
Do you
do
just
that. I
walk
wasn't like,
around
guys,
or
I'm
do
grabbing
you
the
go up
rope.
top as well?
I would go up top. I would search until we find out like how do we get into this thing.
I
have
got
150
a
feet
16.
Perception?
Can I get 50
Me,
feet of
not
that rope?
Ezra.
Alright, so
Right,
for
so
those
this
two
rock.
that have already given me numbers, you walked around the base, you haven't found any like entrance, like walkway entrance in. You started working your way up to the top, and you end up getting up to the top of the ziggurat. And there's the archway up there, and then there is what looks to be 3 pentagonal facets that sit kind of in a vertical line, on like a podium kind of thing, where it's like you put them in.
How big are
Pretty
they?
much your key that
Okay.
you found. Same exact size.
I was like, fuck, is it going to be the ruby?
Was
I
the
know, I
bull,
thought you
was
would.
the cow correct?
No.
I would never tell you if you
Looks
was.
like there's 3 slots there.
As long as it's just Elbaton and Utilio, I'll pull out the fragment that we got and like see if it'll fit in there.
Those are the only 2 that are up there?
At the moment,
We're the
yeah.
only 2 that said we did anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so while I was focused on...
You lazy fucks is still down there.
That's right.
Hold on, but Dalzo, what do you need the rope for?
I have an idea for the muth room that if I tie a rope around it, I can throw it at stuff, it'll release the poison, and I can bring it back to throw it again.
Oh no.
When you bring it back to yourself, what's to stop it from poisoning you?
That's the thing, I have to get away from the party to
So
do
I
it.
said wrong.
And yourself. What if it hits
that
you?
would be-
No, it's fine, because I'll only get
He's
like,
resistant to
Okay.
it.
yeah,
Except which
I'll
one?
be resistant
I
to
just
it.
I put
Right
stone,
there.
I put stone tablet.
I'll have,
Waddle
it won't hurt me as bad as it will you
Sounds
guys.
good.
So is it the key though? Like,
It is a head. So yours is that you have is the head of the quaddle, not the body part like I thought it was, but it's the head. Which of the 3 slots do you put it in? Going top, bottom.
The top. I mean, I don't want to put it in there. I just want to see if it.
It does, like,
Looks like
holding it
it'll
up
fit.
close, it does look like it would fit in there.
Wonder if funny if you just like vacuum sucked into it.
That's why I'm afraid.
Have Albaton put his head between the...
Another character.
All right.
Dr. Brownlow sheet.
a druid just flies in.
And another one. And another one comes.
Another one
I
dies in the
guess
dust.
that makes you the keymaster.
Who's the gatekeeper?
Yeah.
Dungeon Master?
So that rope, Baron.
And the keymaster goes in.
Well, I get out one of my daggers and guess about what 50 feet of rope would be and cut it, and I don't know if anybody...
You only have about 50 feet.
150.
He's like a super ranger. Like he's like ready.
Wait, no, you tied 3 pieces of rope together that were 50 feet.
Yeah.
I remember because you got rope
yeah.
from 2 different people.
So I have
That's how you tie.
145 feet.
You better not cut my
Untie
fucking
one.
piece.
Just untie one
So
of
yeah,
them.
so rather than cutting it, I untied because I don't know if
He leaves about 50. Oh, look, there's a knot here. We just
Better not give him my 50 feet.
I don't know if Agatha or Birdbrain heard the plan of this mushroom, but I look around assuming
Oh,
they
I
did,
cut him. I just
and I just
annoying.
say, I kind of want to see what happens. And I hand him the rope.
So like, they go wall of
Again,
rats.
only +1 intelligence, low wisdom, and he is a
Plus
bull.
intelligence, +1 intelligence, you're smarter than
He's
the
intelligent enough to think of that idea, but not intelligent enough to realize that it's a bad idea.
There
He's
you
like a
go.
drunk guy on a Friday night.
See, that's what wisdom is. Wisdom is whether or not it's a good idea. I have no wisdom.
You are correct.
Intelligence
Wisdom
is an idea.
No, you have no charisma.
No, I have +1 charisma, no wisdom.
Oh,
I have
thought
-1
charisma was
wisdom.
horrible.
No.
He has a minus wisdom, so like he can think of ideas, he just doesn't know if they're good or not.
Exactly.
It's also
Every
like
idea is a good idea.
So-
what is good, what is bad is also kind of a little flexible for you.
Yeah. So, I just point out, I am playing the character.
No one's arguing that.
Rest of
I'm
the
making
rules.
fun of Dalzo, not
Yeah.
you.
Alright, so
I
you're
know.
pulling
I know.
out the
That's penis.
force spitter?
When you do
Not
comic,
yet,
that
not nowhere,
many
not
fuck
yet, nah.
No?
I have to figure out how I'm gonna get it to get tied without spraying everybody.
That's a good question. Let me know when you figure it out.
Yeah, I will. I mean, just like if I can just as I'm walking.
He's taking like mud and like drawing on the ziggurat, like
She was 2 plus 2.
If
A
equals
Make sure
C,
it's mud.
where's B?
Alright, what's going on up the top of the ziggurat?
You guys on your way down?
You're not watching this.
So, as
Wait.
you after you're into the rope, you see
Well, Varen
Baton
is,
and
but-
Utilio walking down from the top of the ziggurat. They get down to the base. And
I'm
I
not
can't
saying
say what you guys are doing all the time.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
They're enjoying the show now.
shall we?
Shall we what? Do you not see what's going on here?
Yes, he's doing an idiotic thing. It's nothing not
I'm
like,
not doing anything idiotic right now. I'm standing there
You
waiting for your
exist,
dumbass.
so
Ooh.
I thought you were
Dumbass.
doing something.
Your dumbass.
F is-
Yeah, dumbass.
What's up?
I said, is it still
Wait.
recording?
Mouse.
Did it stop
No,
again?
No,
recording.
No,
It's
no,
still
no.
recording.
There, I just wanted the mouse off
Yeah.
of the stop
Yeah.
recording
I was
button.
like,
You just put the book down. It was really funny to me. So, okay, yes.
So I don't know, put it down without stopping the recording.
Hey, what was the range on the mushroom for how far it gets people?
A good distance.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I was
Car
like
length.
I was all the way across the room of a 30-foot room and was getting sprayed.
Do an intelligence check.
Okay.
Try and remember.
Wisdom check.
It's literally inventing biological warfare right now.
that's a very like Elbaton thing to do.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
Another way of killing things.
7.
Because like I remember being across the entire room. That's all I remember about
You're like,
that room.
okay, I'm safe at least a room distance away. How big was that room?
I don't
I
remember.
don't remember.
Room equals
It's either
safe.
5 or 50 feet. I don't know.
I hope it's 50.
If 2 plus 2 equals fish,
What's the distance to Delaware?
Potato.
9.
Well, continue.
German.
Continuing on. All right. So what you guys doing?
I'm hanging back at least 50 feet.
So how are you doing this? I'm just trying. I need to pick this description of what you're
Okay,
doing
okay.
currently.
So I need a bag. Here, bag holding, right? There's a mushroom,
okay.
right? You know,
Gas mushroom.
big ass mushroom in the
Yeah, I
bag.
understand
No,
that.
it's bigger than that.
No, I know. This is not the scale.
That's
Not
the
the
biggest
scale.
thing he has.
I'm skill. Okay. Okay.
So
The
this
bag of
is
holding's way bigger than that, so that would be about scale.
okay. So this is mushroom. So rope around the mushroom,
Okay.
tight enough to
So
where when I throw it won't come
You
off.
first off open the bag.
No, you gotta listen to this. Is that when I
Release some smell.
Hey, that's the thing. Is I
Grab
No.
That's another
You
one.
reach into a bag of holding and you will whatever object you want out of the extra dimensional space into your hand.
exactly.
So opening the
It's
bag
now in
itself
your hand.
doesn't actually do anything.
So no matter what, when you will this thing, it's going to come into your hand, which
Yes.
is going to
You
now
guys speak
release
with
the
plants?
spores
Into my face.
into your face.
what kind of ranger are you?
And now you're going to tie a rope around, which is going to take time
Yes.
and ability,
Yeah.
You know who doesn't have to speak with plants?
which should also release more spores into your face. And then you're going to put it down,
You know what else
walk
she is?
50
She's,
feet away,
she's dead to us.
pull it out.
Well,
Yeah.
What? No.
At this point, you might as well
She's not
grab
dead.
a rope. What's with the rope? The rope is one of
Dang,
those
she's not
ways-
So
dead
he can
until
bring
I
it
see
back.
her cold, lifeless
Hold on,
body.
everybody's talking at
No,
once.
no. It's just let me explain this. Let me explain this. Here's my process: rope around the spore.
Okay.
So then it goes back in the bag holding with the rope around it. Tie it for later. When we fight the boss dude, it comes back out. Just go and whip it at him. It hits him.
Pocket sand!
Yeah.
You whip it
Yeah,
out.
my brain. I'm like, cause he puts it back in there with that. Does he have to now when he reaches there goes rope and mushroom?
No, just
Because
rope,
he just
because
said-
the rope's
no, but
tied
he just
around
rope-
the mushroom.
But the rope, it's magic, so you'd assume it would just go poop, poop, and it would
Okay.
just come out like this. So it'd be just a tied rope hole.
No.
I think we can probably all agree that the rope is tied around the
Yes.
mushroom. That's now one item as far as the
Okay,
bag of
now-
holding
now
goes.
listen.
Can we though, DM?
Listen.
And D&D master?
The rope.
We'll have to wait and find out.
The,
I don't want to see.
the rope is so I can bring it back and keep doing it. Because I can't. I have no range
Pretty much
attacks.
all I'm hearing is he's gonna create a huge
It's
ass
like a
fucking
yo-yo.
line of the spores.
Get
water
every-
All I'm
is
hearing is
sport.
pocket sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna hit everybody in a line and end in like a big line.
No,
Like,
no.
it's coming.
I'll get away from you guys when I throw it so you're nowhere near it.
The ingenious part of this is, very soon, somebody could probably make him resistant or even immune to necrotic energy for short periods of time, and we can harvest the spores and put them in little sacks to make little grenades. Like, totally, yeah, whatever.
So are
Totally.
you telling me his next level he's gonna dip into artificer?
No.
Yes.
That's actually what he's becoming.
This could easily be done, but in no way, shape, or form can we do it before this boss fight.
Right.
And it's,
No.
And it's just...
Well, are you leveling us up if you want to?
Unless we fucking camped out for fucking ever. Before we
I do have resistance to the necrotic damage.
Oh, right.
I only take half.
When you're raging.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to be
And-
raging.
No,
So I'm just sitting behind him going,
Raging lasts for 10 rounds, and if I get hit those 10 every time for 10 rounds, then it'll never end.
Right, quickly dip into 2 levels of paladin.
Why? Wait, why chill the paladin?
Because
Oh wait, for self-healing.
you're immune to like poison.
all we have to do to keep you raging
Scotch,
is just
scotch,
me, like,
scotch.
I
flicking
love
you.
scotch.
This is a good idea, but just
Hey,
Hey,
again.
hey, keep it in mind for maybe later.
Okay, again, good idea, bad execution.
Just
That's when it's a good idea to bring it up to your friends who have better execution ideas.
But for now,
That's what we
fucking
do.
hi ho.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I have the rope, by the way. I have the rope. So
Don't breathe out when, like, in a glass of scotch, because then there's, like, smoke and shit goes into your eyes.
You're smart.
Yeah, it does.
Just do it.
Don't fart in the
That's
glass
a
and have
that's
your
a
friends
guy
smell it
rule.
either.
If someone says, "Hey, don't do it," it's immediately at
You
least
have
one
to.
person's
I have to
job
try-
to
let me
do
try
it.
It's a
No,
crazy
no, no,
sniff.
no,
No, you're underage.
What? I can't blow into a glass?
No.
There's
No,
alcohol.
that's illegal for your eyes.
You can inhale it and become drunk. That's how this
That's not how
works.
that works.
How do
It's called
you
the
know?
contact
How
high.
do you know? I was going to be conducting this interview when we walked in here. That's what you told me. Now, how much of that have you done?
How much pot did you smoke?
How much of this have you huffed already?
I did not inhale.
All right.
Only
We're
we
moving.
get that joke.
You're the only one
I got
holding
you.
up.
I got it. I just wasn't alive for it. Or was I?
That's true. I wasn't either. Not that time.
How do I become resistant to necrotic poison?
I smoked it, but I did not inhale.
Anyways, moving onward.
Paladins are
You figure it out. On your own time.
Alright,
You moving out?
we're walking.
You're walking. And you're walking. And you're walking. That's about
I always allow.
Is
We
that
don't
what
survive.
Rats did just fine, don't worry.
So it's the rats are going this way, and you're like this way, like
You start going
I'm
more
like,
north.
Aaron, towards the rats.
Your
Towards the
brain was
rats.
saying that you guys were going to go to the northwestern one instead of the southwestern one. So the rats are going this way. Varen starts to go this way.
What
Does
do I
somebody
do?
grab Varen before he gets too
Yeah,
far?
I'm up front.
He already
I'm literally
said-
following the rat. I'm following the rat. I said,
Yeah, you're following the rats. You're going to grab him before he veers too far away.
I'm right here, so he would just use our. I'd be like, hey, where you going?
I'm sorry.
I
Damning
told the
Jeremy,
rats
what's
to
your
go.
I had that
one
lady on my mind.
direction.
One
The
direction.
only reason we're ever going to talk about her again is how we're going to kill her.
What the fuck?
Honestly, I was just waiting for you to get down to one, and I was just,
Hey, real quick.
That's what Taylor was
I
like.
just
Like,
said
"Oh,
with him
no,
or
here."
not.
I have
And
no-
I
I
look over
have
at
no-
Tim and he's just fucking licking his lips. Like,
I'm doing this, Dave. I'm just like,
I have a quick question.
When we first started recording, I was doing this to Jono.
and then he like, looked over right away.
but like staring at like intensely at Dave going,
That's why I died laughing because I finally looked over and I saw him doing that. I was like,
That's the type of shit that goes on bloopers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like that part right there. Everyone just started laughing. That should be the cold open for the episode.
Just laughter.
Yes.
all right,
whenever
all right,
a joke
all
is made, we use that canned laughter thing
Right.
from that, and we just use that
Get out of here.
for the audience.
So take off.
Oh, you're gonna.
Actually, please put more on.
Yeah, you know, I get comfortable,
The
so I put on
masseuse-
corduroys.
The masseuse told me to undress to my comfort level, so I put on a turtleneck and corduroy pants.
and I felt safe.
Zap! That bathroom has been closed for 25 years.
She thought I was chasing her, and I was like, no.
I'm a little boy. That's even more creepy.
Dish now.
Oh,
You cocksucker.
Alright, bring it back.
We're bringing it back.
All right.
And we're walking.
Yeah.
And we're back. All right.
Oh, look at her.
So where we left off.
Oh, she's really
Was-
whitewashed.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's fine.
like I have a little blob of white with some black dots.
That's what she is.
I am the DM now.
You should go give it a sneaky poo.
Your quest is to go find treats.
Find me.
For me, you cocksucker.
Make a comment.
Her face is like, fuck off.
She's gonna be the next meme dog.
I'll pull your pants so I can. I'll shit your pants. Now I can eat it.
All right, so you guys are walking.
I just got
Oh,
that.
I'll get a picture for the Patreon.
This episode screen cap. Mara the DM.
Aww.
You look around like someone help me.
And we're walking.
Did you see who's holding me?
And we're walking. Back to the ground.
Oh.
Bye bye, Ma.
Go back to your comfort level.
Put
All right,
on
so you're walking
corduroys
over
and a
to
cardigan.
the southwesterly one.
Yeah.
Okay. The rats are leading the way. The Varen almost went the other way, but you make it there. All right, so it's been all of
3 weeks.
2 hours.
Here, the
later.
two.
All right, so it's been just a little over hour and a half-ish, getting on close to the 2-hour mark since the morning. Probably getting close, actually 2.5 after your guys' investigation of the middle ziggurat. So.
What'd you call me?
The Ziggurat.
Ziggurat.
With a Z.
You're my nerf herder.
So we're not. We're at the south.
Only we can say that
So the
word.
southwesterly one.
Okay. Before we start, I would just like to take out the bag of holding and quickly just open it, count to like 2, and then close it again and see what happens.
Okay, so you open it, you count to 2, and you close it.
Okay. And no poison comes out because I didn't call the object.
Correct.
And I just didn't know if there would be any residue.
We already discussed
Okay.
there wouldn't be because
Well,
you're
no,
not.
because if I held it in my hand to put it in there and it like went,
Come on, Mara.
and then I closed it, then if I open it up again, it'd be like farting in a jar and then opening the jar.
If you close it
How old
while
are
your
you
hands
again?
in there, you're gonna lose your
Damn it,
hand.
Dang it, Martin. Alright. So you're at the southwesterly ziggurat.
We got the Ziggurat.
What you guys doing?
I feel like we now know like where to go.
Let's find a
But
way into
do
this
you?
one, though.
We just go into the bottom.
To break our way in, though.
Oh yes, because we didn't find anything down there.
Aw.
We have to break our way in there still.
That man is winking mysteriously.
Is weekend?
Hey, Delzo.
Winking.
Find a loose boulder.
Okay.
Do we tell them?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we told him about the key.
Oh.
Actually,
You told him about the key.
Oh yeah.
We sure did.
Before you got here.
You told us.
So we can blame it on
John, I would like to go around and see if I can find anything that looks loose that I
I'm
can
still a
punch or
ruby.
pull.
I mean, there's Aaron right there.
No, Delzo.
No, I meant like something I could like grab a brick or something I could punch through or pull out so I can make a hole.
All right, investigation.
Are we up top?
That is a Kraken! Natural 20 for
I
the first
told you
time
this
tonight.
episode was brought to you by the number 20. The letter
Maybe
F.
I feel
not
like
been
that's
working.
So,
the most anyone
while
has
you're
ever
looking around
rolled.
and stuff,
Like
you
we
end up
barely
getting
rolled
your way
above
all the way
10.
to the top. And once again, you find a. There's the archway up there. Once again, has the quaddles. This one, it's two quaddles like kind of facing each other, and in between them, kind of more or less like it looks like they're both like getting ready to like breathe like a weapon at each other. But in the middle of their mouths held there is the massive ruby. Down on the base of it, there is what looks to be the 4 loose blocks again that you could pry out if you so desired.
Yeah, I just like go to the top where like those blocks are. I'm at the top now.
Mm-hmm.
I get like a bit of a running start, just jump as hard as I can, and then slam down onto it. And ready to like either land gracefully at the bottom or just land at the top and nothing happened.
Okay.
But it's just like ready for impact.
Well, that would be an acrobatics.
To jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you hoping for athletics?
A little bit. Alright, acrobatics.
Well, you gotta. It's more so acrobatics because of the finesse of like having to hit the exact spot.
land.
And then also if it goes all the way through, having to land at the very bottom.
Oh, that's a separate.
Okay.
Doing a separate acrobatics for that one.
That's an 18.
18. All right. So you hit with enough impact that the stones kind of buckle down inward, and then you feel them start to give way underneath you. And as you do, I need you to roll 4 dexterity saving throws, and also everybody within 15 feet as well to
I'm
roll
assuming
4
that's
dexterity
All of them are at the bottom.
Yeah, we're all at the
Oh, so
bottom.
it's just
of
you?
the
Do
tiger
I have time to rage?
No.
Ooh. Fuck, I should have done that first.
Wait, so he's up top.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're all still at the
We're
bottom.
still at the base of this thing?
Yeah, unless
Or
you go
we're
up there with
whoever
them.
you decided
No.
to be.
Do I have time to scream for help as this is happening?
Yeah.
As you're falling,
You have a split-second reaction of
he's fallen
like-
to multiple floors.
like you literally hit it, like you know exactly what you're doing. You're hitting that spot, and you hit it, and as you hit, you go like you feel the things go down below you, but I need a dexterity
Nice.
saving throw because something else is also happening.
So you said
Tower.
4 of them.
And we all have to roll?
Nope. If you're
If
not,
you're-
only if you're within like 15 feet.
So like
of
up
him.
top.
No. No.
Alright,
So if you're not up top with him, you don't have to roll.
so I'm gonna start with the worst one. The worst one is an 8.
Okay.
Then we have 2 16s and a not natural 20.
All right. So you take full for 1 and half for the other 3.
Ooh.
Fun. All right.
You
So
have
the full
100 hit points.
damage.
Yeah. Good thing I did this, not like a baton.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm about to do a high dive. How many what?
What?
Do we see
5?
him fall in?
He hasn't fallen through quite yet.
Is this literally him just landing up top?
This is him landing, and it's like the rock giving way underneath him, causing something to trigger.
Oh, okay.
You take 10, 16, 23 points of fire damage there.
That's the full.
That's the full one.
Oh, you did-
So then here comes the half.
Fire damage.
Fireball.
So then that's this is it halved is 12 points of fire damage.
That was half.
That is half.
I
Oh.
have 2 more than you do. Wait, never mind. We're the same. Damn it.
14 points of fire damage already halved.
Hey, you still have
And one last one.
so far.
Probably me too.
And 5, 10, 18,
Yes.
10 points of fire damage there.
I am down to
14
76 hit points.
67.
67.
As when you land, and
I
you
have
hit those
65.
stones and they start to give way down below you, all 4 of them glow with a magical red aura
Oh.
that immediately explode into a bout of fire.
What was it? Mushrooms?
No.
No, bricks.
Fire.
The bricks turn into fire.
I just pictured like each one of
And
these
then with
cigarettes
that, you
have
fall
different
down
elements.
into the hole as the rocks give way underneath you. So, acrobatics for that one. So you can land without getting further fucked up.
That's cockeyed. Oh.
8.
8.
You don't land good.
Yeah, you don't land so good. When you land, you twist your ankle
Again?
again, and this time your movement speed, we'll say, is reduced by 10 feet.
So.
But you're at the bottom after a, well, you're hit.
Think of the rabbits.
Down about a 20 foot fall
up to
there,
pasture.
down to the base of where you land.
Okay. Well, I just have time to scream for help, and I'm about half hit point now. I am at about half my
Oh
max.
no.
You still have 15 more hit points than I do, bud.
7 more than me. 2 more than him.
You'll be fine.
Although
Walk
he
it
is our
off.
meat shield, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
you're
I literally built
walk
a
it
meat shield.
off.
I have 23 AC. That's
Although he is literally a shield
with a-
of meat.
With a
so.
sprained ankle, walk it off.
Yeah.
like I don't
Rub
like
some
you guys
dirt
are
on
not
it,
just
you'll be
hiding
fine.
behind me. Like I should be at the front of the line with you guys hiding behind me.
We
That's
did.
what I do.
Yeah.
We did hide behind you. You hit the trap and fell through.
You're just like cow.
We got cows.
So, looking around,
Hello.
you don't have dark vision, do you?
No, I do not.
Minotaurs don't have dark vision?
No. Which is
You're
kind of
kidding
stupid.
me.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. It's like
don't
cows
know.
are nocturnal.
They're like labyrinths, like.
I guess. Every labyrinth I've been in has been well lit.
Wait, do I still have
Wait,
that magical
have
light?
you been in?
No, that would have expired a long time.
Oh.
A
Just
couple
a wall.
offices
Just
in the
a-
hospital.
That would have expired yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So, you are down, you look around, and the only light you really get coming in is through that shaft, and
Oh, I have no rope. I have 50-foot rope, but that doesn't really do me any good.
Now's our chance, people.
Let's go to the next cigarette. He's got this one.
so,
You gotta handle it.
Rutilio, I can dimension to us into the basement as long as I can describe where I'm going.
hopefully it's an accurate description.
Honestly, all I have to say is it says specify. So all I have to be is like the basement of this ziggurat right in front of the key.
Wouldn't you have to know
Where the key is.
where the basement is?
Yeah, and then the key's in a fucking
I
2
think
foot
it-
by 2 foot box.
I think it's
Now
mostly
you're
like you have to
inside a
like,
box.
be able to picture it in your mind kind of thing. Is how I've always like mentally
Yeah.
known it myself. Is like
nonsense.
you have to have at least been there or seen the spot.
Basic teleport
I had.
logic.
You said I had time to scream for help.
You have to take the speeder there
As
the
you're
first
falling
time.
down, you can probably get out like
I'm
2
falling.
words.
Help.
Then
Alright.
you can fast travel there.
2 words.
Yeah. I'm
Go.
falling. Help.
That's 3.
What? Falling?
Falling
I said
help.
fall. I changed it to
Falling
falling.
help.
Oh,
Falling
falling
down.
help.
Or help falling, whatever you want. For
Okay.
order.
Do a backflip.
I believe Delzo is starting an emo band.
Help falling.
Falling in reverse.
There's this place called Ziggurat Avenue.
Watch out, it just
Future
fell.
band name. Alrighty, so
While this was going on, Utilio was walking around the base looking for an alternate entrance, so we don't have to climb so many ropes.
I'm not very good at climbing the rope. I never passed that in high school.
roll
We know.
investigation.
I got levitate ready for you.
Although I have a +1 strength, so it's like I'm stronger than average people.
But not as strong as us.
18.
No, I'm a wizard, so
18.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm not
Well-
meant to be.
What?
Yep. Looks like really the only way to get in is through the top.
And that's already been taken care of.
Yeah, and as like you like were walking around the base and stuff, you got around like right about as you were finishing like your full circle, you just hear this. All of you hear this massive explosion, and like you can see the gout of flame go up where you had thought Dalza was, and then all of a sudden you see this shadowy figure in the flames fall down into the hole, and say, "Help falling!"
the first time he smelled good.
And
They were all talking
Oh,
about
damn. Now I want a steak.
You already have it.
Steak! Where's my steak?
As he says help falling, Varen's like, watch out!
I've heard that landing on your neck helps.
You weren't able to hear them at all.
Yeah,
The roaring
yeah.
sounds of the inferno.
Watch that first step.
Of which point, after you like get like 10 feet down, the fire does go away completely.
I mean, I'm a sitting duck now.
Yeah, you're in the middle of.
I
You're a
cannot
really
see
big
shit.
duck.
I'm a sitting cow.
I'm just gonna sit down and wait.
Okay.
I don't know. I should not sit down because that takes an action. I'm gonna keep standing and I'm gonna wait.
Standing ever so gingerly on your one.
Yes.
twisted
Yes.
All right. Everybody else, what's
Going.
doing?
Just like how?
I think we're all climbing up there.
After,
The
like,
next
falling
5
like this.
I just like look down the hall. What do you see?
I ain't seen shit.
Here, let me help.
She found my toe.
Just making sure.
Now we're
You see why I always check that
Cast
shit now.
light.
What
What
is
are you
it?
doing to my toe?
I just found a medium-sized brick.
Okay.
Dropped it down the hole.
Look directly at it.
Bright light.
I don't even say anything though when I drop it. I'm just like,
I would see it, right? It's a bright ass light.
Oh,
Suddenly
no!
It's like there's this bright light coming down. Like you see, like
You're
you
Marvin
see sunlight and
Home Alone.
stuff, and then all of a sudden a shadow as like Birdbrain leans over, and then all of a sudden bright light again, and then the bright light is coming down.
it's getting
And it's getting
brighter.
really close and really bright.
It's getting brighter as
You sidestep out of the way? Question mark.
Yes.
All right. Sidestep out of the way. Boom! Hits the ground right where you were
and
just
you just hear me
standing.
yell, "How about now?"
There's a light down there. Now you're actually able to see around. You find yourself in about a 20 foot by 20 foot room. And you see around you, there's in opposite corners, there are a pair of ornate stone columns that stand in the opposite corners. Carved in relief on the sides of the columns are the lizard folk wearing gruesome masks.
At the top.
As the light hits them and like you're looking at them, you hear the stonework crack, but they don't seem to be able to get out. So it's, to be specific, the stone around each of the warriors cracks loudly as if the warriors are attempting to break free but fail to. The walls are painted in bright pigments depicting countless lizard folk worshipping at an altar above which a coatl is coiled. So that is the room of which you are in. Of which it smells very fresh. Surprisingly fresh.
So like fresh beef.
I mean, it definitely smells of burnt hair and shit too.
So,
but it's like
does
the
it
air
smell
itself
like
is, fresh?
clean linen?
I like that smell.
I was picturing like
After the
cooked
rain.
steak.
It's funny you should say, because it literally says, "It's strangely refreshing, smelling of a spring rain."
Oh, I fucking love that smell.
The
We're
smell
almost
after
there, guys.
rain
We're
is-
almost there. Like this week, we're supposed to have like our first like rain.
Thunderstorm.
I'm so
I know.
happy.
Stay.
I'm definitely gonna sit outside of the chair.
I fucked up.
Oh no!
That's cooked by
Water
That's true.
spews everywhere.
No, it's good. It's
Table's
good.
ruined.
That one's off, right?
I'm sorry if you
Hopefully.
had to hear that.
No.
It's on.
Oh yeah, that mic's live. All the mics are live.
That
Sorry.
mic took 6 points of fall damage.
So-
you all
Well,
I
Bird
tried-
Brain is doing that. I took some of my silk rope and
Fancy.
tied not a real lasso, but like a makeshift lasso.
Doing lasso tricks.
No, I'm gonna throw it down a Del's. Try and lasso his horns.
Alright, go ahead. Acrobatics, or not acrobatics, dexterity,
That's quite good.
That
attack.
was a good ding.
So just Dex plus the roll.
Yeah.
14.
Going down, you thought you had it, but it just grazed the edge of it and it kind of ruined your loop and it just kind of coils down and there's just a loop dangling down there.
Then I'll tie the end that I have to like secure it to a brick out here so we can climb down.
Just a lone brick.
What are you hoping on?
Me? I just wanted to lasso his horns. And then I was going to tie it to a brick up here and we could literally like slide
Zip line down.
Down in
And
his
just-
forehead.
Grab my
I
bow
thought
and
you were
just.
saying you're gonna like hanging kind of thing.
No. Whoa!
All right, so we all
Not a
grab on the
noose,
other
a
end and
lasso.
just run.
Hey, both are slip knots.
Like,
Of the
I'm in
same.
a rodeo, not a hanging here.
Anyways,
It's been so long since I've been to a hanging.
I hope that was of time.
Right?
Jesus.
Otherwise, he's been having some
That got
weird.
dark.
What? It's a great family event.
Lighthearted fun here at Albert.
Do you mean like hanging like a animal to skin and roast, or do you mean like?
No, like you go to the
They
public
can
hanging.
be an animal.
public executions.
Where did you grow up?
In Idaho.
I'm glad I grew up in the forest, away from.
I grew up in a major city. Like,
Boise, Idaho.
All right,
I mean,
so
there was,
you tied it off.
there was a wizard school, so
Survival that knot.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, what kind of knot was it?
I have a +7 in survival and I'm trained in it, so.
What kind of knot was it?
It's a 10. So a simple one.
It was a balloon knot.
Yeah.
Go over your leg.
Alrighty. You feel confident in your night telling
Simple.
ability.
There's a Rappelin knot.
goes through the.
Did I say 6 or 7?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Start over.
Oh shit. I only
It's just easier to start
I
over.
only did 12. I should have done 13.
That's how I tie fishing knots.
That's how you break a fucking knot.
Was it a noose knot?
Too many wraps.
Anyways, alright. So you feel confident in your ability with the tying of the knot. Are you going down?
Yep.
Okay.
For
You go
real.
down.
Real.
Athletics, go down. Should be on Tinder.
27.
Alright, so you go down, and as you're going down,
Rope
you get
breaks.
about 5 feet down the hole, and the rope starts slipping, and your knot comes undone, and you quick to the edges, and you're like, okay, I got this.
Why did not come undone?
Is that only roll a 10?
It was a
Oh,
shit
on the
knot.
knot part?
Yeah.
It was
But
not
your
a
strength
knot.
alone was enough to let you get your way down. A little
So
sidearm
do we
like
all
this.
see that his
Doctor.
knot failed?
Oh yes, the rope fell down past her.
Alright.
Utilio, do you feel confident in catching me without me taking any
I
damage?
just leap in, you know.
In response, he's going to see a grappling hook with
Wings
a rope
out,
come
come
flying
down.
out of the hole.
Alright, so as you're going
A
down,
grappling hook?
she's throwing a grappling hook with a rope up.
What kind of fucking adventurers are you
They
guys?
have wings. They
Didn't
go,
you
whoop.
look through your packs like your starting equipment?
I
No,
know grappling hook.
I have all of that.
They probably don't
like,
have starting equipment.
I know. Yeah,
I
I
told you we needed.
I have like, if we need like, ink or a quill.
I have a fucking climber's
Might be
kit. Like,
just-
I could literally put
Scale 'em out.
pythons in here and just
I was
like...
gonna say you got.
I have like a fucking scholar's thing. Like,
Yeah.
fucking
I
leave me
built my character to
alone.
be poor because he was living on the streets before this, so he doesn't have a whole lot of things.
yeah.
I don't do
I'm
the
literally-
whole like
I'm literally a cow.
So-
heavy lifting thing.
Alright, so
Athletics and acrobatics.
Yep.
Yours is to get down and then also kind of a little harder because there's this grappling hook flying at you.
27.
Okay,
I'm gonna use the fancy dancy inspiration dice that you gave me.
nice, good choice.
Oh.
18! Suck it.
Alright, so
No,
you
there's a 1
make
on
your
there.
way down. Nearly,
I know.
almost,
9.
you
I was
almost
letting
got
the
hit
one.
by that grappling hook, but you managed to be like, thankfully, like jumping to the other side as it sailed right past you. You're like, ooh, that was sharp.
Okay, come to.
So, and then you make your way down just fine, bouncing your walls and whatnot, and landing with relative ease. Your grappling hook goes up,
Flourish.
easily clearing the hole, and clears the top, and it actually flows and catches onto the very top step. You're like,
Goes into the middle ziggurat.
That's it. I forgot to grab the rope and just...
Makes it to the ziggurat way far up. The rope just keeps going. You forget to grab on the rope.
shit! Quick, Elbaton, grab it! Elbaton grabs onto it and
Strength
takes it
check
away.
takes him.
For some reason, I'm just picturing Maui from Moana. Like, throwing it. Somebody's whole mother sailing in the air.
Alright, so grappling hook is now set.
If
Down
I
the hole,
fall,
down the hole,
Achilleo,
down the
catch
hole.
me.
Somebody please tie that off.
No.
Somebody.
I will tie it off.
Strength or athletics. There we go. The words out.
19.
Nice.
Oh my
You
god!
make it down. You're like,
What is he doing?
I got it.
Going
Climbing down the rope.
Surprisingly.
And you got it
Without it
down
being tied
just
off?
fine. I mean, it's anchored.
Oh, I
It's
thought.
a grappling hook.
Who
It's
said?
anchored
Didn't
on.
you say to tie it off?
Yeah, I was just in case like it's easy to just like pull a grappling hook out.
Yeah, you just wiggle.
We've all played video games. We know that they don't move.
And...
We're
Right, no matter
solid
what.
With anchorage.
Yeah, you can just lodge them into solid rock just fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
you
if
just
you're
stand on
Nathan
the
Drake,
rails.
you can just throw a rope at literally anything that's horizontal and it'll catch. You can swing
It's like
across.
Spider-Man.
While
the old
swinging
Spider-Man
across,
game,
you pull the
swing
rope
air.
back into your satchel.
It's like the old Spider-Man game. You just throw a web in
Alright,
the air and you just
you-
hover off
Ariana?
that.
Yeah,
You need a fucking wall.
there's a
Yeah,
movable
three
rod
still
up there.
We got 3 still above.
Do you actually want me to tie the rope?
yes.
Okay, I will tie. I will tie the rope.
Now you are
Okay,
not Nathan
survival.
Drake. You actually have to try to get down here.
Oh god.
What check was it again? Was it athletics?
I thought I could make it down the rope.
Not bad.
Not natural 20.
Cool. You're not. Seems to be very solidly tied.
All right, then I climb down it.
Seems to be. All right, athletics.
25.
You make it down. No problem.
I'm already down.
Yeah.
Me.
Oriana.
Just gonna get out the broom of flying and
Also not natural 20.
fly right
Cool.
down.
So everybody's in the hole. Way down in that.
Everyone made it down safe and sound.
So now there are 7 people in a
As I look
20 by
up-
20 room.
As I look at you, made it
Where's the
down
basement?
underneath one of these rocks,
Find it.
probably, like last time.
You know the drill.
Wait, hey, real
Search,
quick.
let's search the room first to make sure it's not just in this room. Like the painting of the altar with the coatl.
Also, like those stone things. Like,
Yeah.
don't wanna.
Yeah.
Don't want to break it. You already broke once. Shut up. They're not-
That's a gentleman's 9 if I'm doing perception.
Oh, I was gonna say investigation because you know that you're actively searching.
Oh,
for
well
something
then
like-
that's a 12.
These are very
Don't really
flimsy,
find much.
but definitely nice.
Can I
than the other
investigate
ones that we had
harder?
before, because like you can move this physically. But I haven't
What
really
other
really-
ones? We didn't have other ones.
Like the ones that are individual.
That's a 20 by 20 room.
He's thinking of that nightmare we all shared.
I don't remember that one either.
Wait, we don't all have the same dreams.
No.
Just keep by you for now.
What you
I
doing?
currently don't know that exists.
I was actually looking at how much weight broom of flying can carry.
Is it 2 people's worth?
400 pounds, but you can
So it depends on the
dictate it
person.
to go to a location within 1 mile
Oh.
while not riding it. So she could just say top of the ziggurat, and it would just grab on and it would ferry us out of here.
Yeah, well,
Oh, sure, but it was my idea. It was just her broom.
I myself.
Typical
am 400
woman.
pounds.
Yes.
I thought you weighed 500 pounds.
Anyways,
Quarter
alright.
ton.
So Elbaton looked, couldn't find anything.
And I can't look harder.
Hey, cow, move that
Hey, cow.
thing.
No, there's
22
stone men
investigation.
trying to break out of those.
Alright.
I'll just move the whole stone. I'll just stone change him again.
Oh yeah.
Mine's 18 for
So you
investigation.
find that they're underneath. It looks like underneath the columns there is like the secret holes, more or less, or entrances.
Do I see that
doors.
too? I got an 18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find that as well.
Cool.
If I'm an animal
Oh god.
Okay, you're
And-
an animal.
and I
Yeah, I
have
knew that.
a snout and I have a really good nose,
Here is my tail.
and would I be able to
Snapped.
would I be able to remember
Many
what
cows.
the mushrooms smelt like, so I could smell
What's
out
up with you
which
and the
one was underneath?
mushrooms?
Because then if there's a mushroom underneath one of those again, we all get sprayed.
We just assume cows have a really good sense of smell. We're not a badger.
Roll wisdom.
We're a mongoose.
You ass.
We've gone from a man cow to a truffle hunting pig.
He's a man-bear pig!
Alright, well, you said
Half
wisdom.
man, half bear.
You said wisdom.
Half
Okay.
wisdom.
Just straight
It's a lot of halves.
like dice plus my wisdom.
Yep.
So
Minus
dice
your
minus
wisdom.
That is a gentleman's 18.
Oh damn.
Alright.
Jono was like,
Oh,
fuck.
you-
I don't want that to be
Possibly.
good.
There's a chance that you might remember if you smelt it again.
I mean,
You gotta stick your head in your
that
bag.
means that you dealt it. So
You've huffed in a good amount of these.
Yeah, so if I walk
So
up
is
to
everybody else.
More important,
But
so
I'm rough.
if I walk up to one of those and sniff, I might be able to detect it.
there's a chance.
Okay.
Hey!
whatever happens, just remember that I.
You did also notice with your high investigation that
Taylor, deal with that pussy.
there is next to each of
Lock it
the
up. Come on.
columns a pressure plate.
Oh, her
Next to each column,
face.
there's a
And
pressure
it's
plate. Okay.
like you can tell that
She didn't
it
look
required
happy.
a massive amount of weight
She only
to
loves
trigger
me.
it.
She liked when I held her.
It's like right next to them.
Okay.
She's a lesbian cat.
Lesbian seagull.
But
I hated that.
I can't determine what the mechanism would be besides the pressure plate. Like I can't determine what it activates.
I'm aware.
No, you can't quite tell what exactly it triggers.
Fuck it, YOLO. Moving one of those columns onto the pressure
Wait, wait,
plate.
wait, wait, wait.
All right, so there
He's
is.
gonna
Through
do a
the
sniff
cat.
test.
Sniff test.
It's happening.
Can I try to stop
so
it with
hold on,
smell?
I'm just gonna quick.
So
smell it while he's
is
moving it.
A column in the southwest and the northeast.
Northeast.
Do the northeast
The
first.
second you put her down, she ran to the
Alright.
door.
I am prepared
She
to
was
stone
done.
shape
So
if this
you-
warrior comes to life.
So athletics.
Do I have time to do a sniff check?
You are
What else
racing
looks
him right now.
Always
Her right
time
now.
for a sniff.
I'm
check.
what?
You're racing her. Are you going for the? Are you running quick to the northeast to try and?
Yes.
Okay, dive down there. Quick, try and get a sniff as she's pushing.
It's only 11 for
Two
athletics.
fingers or it doesn't count.
I was like, all those words
You're
out of context
You're
sounded
trying to get a
really
sniff
bad.
in
Yeah, yeah,
before.
so what would I...
So that would be wisdom.
Wisdom again.
Remember, smells like
Because
tuna,
it's using
tastes
your
like
senses.
chicken.
Yeah, 13.
13.
Plug your nose and keep on
Can't
looking.
really smell anything.
Underneath the column to see if you can smell
It's a
mushrooms.
smelly smell. It
You
smells
don't
smelly.
get the column moved, unfortunately.
Has to be a 6 knuckler.
That's only 2.
No?
No, like 4.
No, that's
Each
nice.
finger
Wait,
only
are you
has
trying to
2
lift the
knuckles.
column?
This
Yeah.
one
We're
and
trying to
this
move
one.
it onto the pressure plate.
No.
If you all are done making crude sex comments, would somebody help me move this fucking column?
Oh,
I got you.
You know I don't do
I
that.
got you. Fucking
Alright.
So?
So,
Three of us.
So, yeah.
I would
okay.
help, but shooting
So you're
arrows
helping?
Oh,
at
and me too.
Okay.
I'm right there.
so
I
then you
can-
lead, and then
I can throw fire at
so
it.
Actually,
3 of you
I'm
are doing it
preparing
now?
Yeah.
stone
Yes.
shape.
I think you should
like,
do that.
Yeah, that'll lower the DC.
I'm over here like stone shape.
Was it athletics again?
Yep.
19.
Okay.
I'm gonna like
So then-
prepare a.
I think that kind of situates herself. She barely can fit behind the column, like between column and thing, and she braces her back against the wall, gets her feet up on it, and just
Yeet.
yeets it over, gets it all of like 5 feet, and as it goes 5 feet, it just shifts down just a little bit as it goes onto the pressure plate. And
Wait, did I do it?
everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit.
And nobody's raging right now.
You all shit your pants.
Damn, that was such almost.
I said dexterity, not
I
constitution.
know.
18.
17.
13. Fuck you, dice. Rolled it over a
21.
Are you serious? Wait. Oh, never mind. It's a 7. We're good.
No, it's not.
Wait, is it? Oh, it is a 1? Damn it.
Oh. I gotta...
There goes my
18.
husband. Onto his third character. Third character.
Character.
Whatever it is.
You got your third character.
You know what?
ready?
There's enough mushrooms around,
Forgot
Jado.
it, man.
Maybe
Does your owl
maybe
die
Slim
too?
Shady shows up.
Could Slim Shady? Could Slim Shady be in this world?
There's enough mushrooms around.
Oh, you got to do the voice if you do.
Wait,
Is he the
Slim
real
Shady?
Slim
A mushroom man druid.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
really
He never meant to
retarded.
give you mushrooms, girl.
He's like so innocent. It's beautiful.
He's
Never
great.
meant
I
to
love
bring
him.
you
Yeah.
to
Settle down.
10,
I'm
15.
sitting in
Wow.
the corner crying.
That's actually a lot lower than I thought it was
Good.
going to be.
There's peanut.
Alright,
There's
so
Bina.
who had higher, 15 or higher?
Hey, girl, hey.
Okay, 15 higher, you take half, so you take
Hi.
12 fire damage.
The lowest.
Everybody who's below 15 takes 24 fire damage.
Oh, I'm at 55. I'm at 55.
Mike's looking at me like, you motherfucker.
I'm at 53. Hey.
Wait, I still
What
have
you
more
at?
than you?
What you at, Elbaton?
I'm at A gentleman's 28.
Oh, I'm better than you.
What?
I'm a whole.
I have 52 max HP.
Yeah.
Like, we know that I'm a fucking glass cannon.
Yeah, I'm a whole 36.
Where are you at?
74.
I'm above a half.
I
I'm
cast
above
Cure
8.
Wounds.
Same here.
I'm at 55.
Can I cast Cure
Oh, look,
Wounds
give
on
him all my
El
max
Baton?
hit points.
It's not worth it.
He's going to die soon anyways. Again.
Just bring on the new character.
Love you.
Want to hand me that purple folder?
But if you start a new character, you're not going to be able to bring him in for 6 to 7 sessions, and it's going to have to make sense.
Will the real Slim Shady please join in?
Right?
Honestly, if John was okay with it, I'd be like, yes, yes.
He's like,
I go
let
over
her.
and just start slapping Elbaton.
Is anybody doing anything healing wise?
Apparently
Because
not.
I'm moving to the other pillar to move it on.
I am going to heal the
Unless
baton.
there's an opening underneath the pillar or anything like that.
We're
just
free to
going
do
to
whatever. We're not in
try to-
combat, right? So I can heal
Yeah, there's
him.
no nobody's fighting right now.
Okay.
Jono,
What's up?
I like to rage.
Oh, Jesus, neither one of those went in the fucking
Alright,
tray.
so you're raging.
I'm raging.
Good to know.
don't know
Yeah,
if I want to or
underneath
not.
the
I mean,
northeast
worst case, you
column.
just stab yourself.
9
Rage
plus
doing it.
3 is 12.
Um,
That's like the 4th time I've got 12 on
But
my...
it definitely did. Did the fireball happen when it pushed on the pressure plate, or when we moved the statue?
Fireball.
Feels like fireballs have
I'm gonna second level Cure Wounds myself.
That's like my thing, though, is casting fire.
24.
No, I part.
when it hit the pressure plate.
Okay.
I'm going to hide behind the other pillar, like that's not being moved.
Okay. So you're onto the southwest pillar now, and you're going to try and shift it.
Sniff
Hang on
test.
a second, I should probably roll for Oriana.
Oh yeah, Oriana's turn. She needs to do it. Dexy.
Nope,
51
she takes
whole
24.
hit points. Look, they like the same one hit
And she
points.
is not resistant to every other element, but not.
Pretty much.
That off.
Alright, so you're gonna go try and move the southwest?
Sniff test.
Does anyone want to get out of the room first before I do this?
I'm hiding behind here. I should be okay.
Yes, I'm going to
I
climb the
wonder what
rope.
the damage threshold of a silk rope is.
I'm going to climb the rope back out of this room.
Okay.
I think Silk in real life
Do you need help with the other
resistant to
one?
I don't
Fire.
know. I was just
But
wondering.
Probably.
retardant.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try and climb up.
Okay. With athletics, right?
Yep.
20.
Okay, you make it up and out.
I'll climb up.
17 to help him move it.
Oriana will fly out on her broom of flying.
Would you like a
Are
ride?
you getting
Is
out
it a
or
Norwex
Her
broom?
brain's
Yes,
like,
please.
She'll make you hold on to the bottom of the broom.
That's
Okay.
fine. I'll like put my feet up there too, and I'm just
It's
like,
up and out.
I got 26 for
Oh,
my
great.
athletics.
Do you want to climb?
Athletics?
So I
All
climb
three
out
of you
now.
could probably fit
Huh?
on
And
this
then
broom.
your
400
range
pounds.
will
I'm
drop
pretty
at the
light.
top.
Yeah.
well, I'm an elf.
It'll
Yeah.
drop
Yeah,
at the top?
Oriana's
Enough time
maybe
will pass.
130
I
pounds.
don't
Oh,
even
shit.
weigh 100.
Nobody carries anything super heavy
So
because
it's
we wear
wasted
armor.
rage if I do.
Did, yeah.
I don't even know how much I weigh because you
Well,
didn't print out that
If
sheet.
I get as I get to the top, can I like hit myself, like try to like stab myself to keep going?
I don't know how I feel about self-mutilation to keep rages
Wait,
going.
what?
Save that one.
Well, I have to take damage.
Or you make an attack.
Or
then
one of us
I-
can attack you.
Okay, then I attack the wall as I get up.
Why?
And
I just punch the
okay, roll an attack.
Why do you do this?
Stay raging.
Because someone told him he couldn't swim all the way across Lake Valentine.
So what'd you get?
So,
Because you can't.
well, would I be
Punch
if
Logan's
I'm
door.
punching it? Then I'd add my strength plus proficiency.
I could
You know what I'm talking about?
Are you using your shield
I was just
or
gonna-
if
I
you're
was
just
just gonna-
punching? Just your strength then.
Okay, it'll be a 10.
10?
Yeah.
Alright,
Just a bit of
your
wall.
fist makes contact with wall. You do all of, like, what's
A
your...
D1, D4 damage.
Like 1 point of damage plus your strength modifier.
How much damage
So
does the
6
wall
damage.
back do back to him?
So 6 damage, okay. So take a nice little chunk out of the wall. It's like the archway. That's the only wall that's there. So you took a little piece out of it. Your rage is still going.
Yep.
Does it hurt him?
Damn.
Can
That'd be funny.
Not yet. We'll see. We'll see if it bounces back.
19, and I believe Agatha rolled a 19 as well.
17.
17.
All right, so you're able to shove the column off. It lands onto the pressure plates. I'm guessing you're pushing it that direction. Okay. Dexterity saving throw from anyone still in the room.
Just the two of them. They can make it if they roll. Just the two of them.
I did not
Somebody's still not
succeed.
Yeah, she never raged.
19.
She's not resistant to fire, if she is. So.
Oh, really?
19.
Ancestral
19,
Guardian.
So you pass, and you said you didn't.
I did not. I'm debating if I want to cast Absorb Elements or not.
Why?
Sounds like a duck.
It's a pull off.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
will, I will not cast Absorb Elements. I'll
Guys, I
save
could
it.
pulling
So,
things out.
Just a
Funny
little.
hit
Got 3
points.
kids.
That's more than a little bit.
What?
Not baby girl, just a little bit.
All right, so this one was a bit
Just a
more.
tip.
So you
See what
take
happens.
15 fire damage with passing.
Okay.
You take
This is
31
the
fire
tip and
damage
that's
not
the
passing.
Okay.
I feel like some people might have been dead had they still been in the room.
I had 20 points left. If
Wait, what was the damage for
You
not?
had to pass though.
What was the damage?
I'm thinking if I failed, I would have.
It was 31
You would have been
fire
so
damage
screwed.
if you
Like,
didn't
you'd have
pass.
9
Oh, so I
hit
definitely would
points
have been fine.
I'm a wizard of you.
So I
mean,
I would automatically have half
him.
of that
You-
31.
Huh?
You have just
Yeah.
like,
I would have been.
He would have. Yeah.
in your
Well,
like
ow.
fraction, you would have not.
All right.
Hey, if
So,
you're
when
okay with me
pushing-
playing Slim Shady, like
Wait, are we both on the same level? Maybe I should
Everybody
heal him.
is
Yeah,
on the
man.
upper level,
Everyone got out except for these two.
I'm gonna heal him again.
Delio and Agatha.
He's almost at full hit points.
So,
Oh, he's 9. He's like
we're
28.
pushing
That's
that off.
half.
He has a.
He gave me
40.
12.
yeah, see.
A shaft
I'm gonna
going
heal you again.
down.
Why not heal the
Um,
barbarian who's dying?
'Cause
You
know-
have more hit points than
Really,
him
like,
by a
5
lot.
shaft
By
around.
5?
That looks to go about.
I'm at
maybe
55 right now.
That's already 12.
Dude, his normal is
Oh, so you're
52.
max.
Get it right. You're
Did
55.
anything aside from the fireballs when the
Okay.
pressure plates were activated? Is that
You just activated my track card.
sounds good? I will start tying off another length of rope onto something, one of the statues maybe, or something heavy.
Are you dead?
How are you looking?
Now,
Is there a hole?
just very badly burned.
Do you need healing?
A little extra crispy.
Oh, Yana. Fly me down.
I just-
badly.
Yeah. I'll join on him with it down.
Are you or Toto?
She's going like the butt end of the
Oh,
broom
that's
is.
a foot.
It looks like Lunar Lander, just like going down. Everybody hanging off.
Yeah, I
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm Mary Poppins,
Mary
y'all.
Poppins, y'all.
Alright.
I rope slide
Oh, yeah,
down.
Is everyone going down?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna rope.
fine.
Use the
Just
rope.
I mean, I'm not
sliding down?
fine, but I'm
Well, I
fine.
mean, like, I'm gonna climb my way down with the rope so I don't.
Utilia's not
Yeah,
going to ask
turn
you
right
for
in the ankle.
anything.
Athletics for climbing down. If you're
She
coming
looks
back
burned.
Down.
She looks burned.
You going back down,
It
Dave?
was fine.
Yeah, I'll see what's going
Bird
on.
Bang? You going down?
I said I when he hopped on the thing, I grabbed on too.
Okay. Definitely.
11.
Gentleman's 11.
13. I go before him.
You both make it down. It's not the most graceful things you guys have ever done, but you're down. No further injuries. As you're still
Pinballing it down.
twisted ankle. Yeah. Alright, so you are down on that middle-ish level again.
Go down there, Cal.
I have another length of rope secured by an anchor, and going down into a 5-foot shaft.
1 second. You pick up another rock. Cast light on a rock and drop it down.
Goes down.
I think you can do that 3 times a
Few
day.
seconds
3
later,
times, like
you're,
3 going.
as it hits the bottom.
We need light down.
Can the broom, like, I mean, she can just say, like, hey, broom, bring them down.
Yep.
So, yeah. I'll take that way.
Okay. So who's
Good
first down?
call.
Who's first down the hole? You are? Okay.
Point of Baron's looking pretty good,
Okay,
right?
so then athletics
Actually, he's
down.
got the same
I
shit
did
as
already.
us.
What was it? Oh, this is to go down to the bottom level.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Into the next burning hellhole.
Well, it may not be first.
It is now.
12.
Alright, so once
Nat
again,
20.
you make it down. Not very agile like. I
Looks like
do need.
Like hanging by my ankles.
Alright,
Somebody
so-
come get her.
She leans in like a street.
I need everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Everybody?
But I just rolled a nat 20 to go down.
Everybody in the club roll.
Dexterity
This is a
saving
radius
throw?
thing.
I'm mad.
Oh, hey, I'm still
You
raging,
can have
right?
this
So
one.
I have...
Did you punch another wall in the meantime?
Yes, I did.
What was it to go down?
Okay, so roll your
Dexterity?
attack.
22.
And what
What
wall
was
did
the
you
saving?
punch?
Dex.
Actually, yeah, I punched the wall that's nowhere near a statue. And rolled a 15 for that wall. Or for a 20, I guess. Not
So
natural.
you do some damage to that wall. So
Yep.
your rage is still continuing.
Mhm.
It's fun punching walls, isn't it?
Yep, okay, so then
Do you feel
Dexter.
accomplished?
Yes, dexterity saving throw then.
Dexterity saving throws.
19.
18.
18.
22.
Their danger sense. Barbarians.
Oh yeah.
You guys
So-
would have advantage then on these.
Oh, I
rounds.
do, yeah, so I have to do another one.
Okay.
8.
And
It's a good thing I remember.
Oh
there
no.
we go.
8.
Oh,
Still the same.
You take
Oh
full.
no.
Alright,
No, let me
8, so
edge.
full.
6,
You
7,
had
22.
22, so you pass.
18.
18, pass.
18.
Pass.
23.
Pass.
19.
Pass. Oriana.
Oh no.
I get double half.
Half.
Double hafe.
Nope, she got a 10.
Okay, does not pass.
Big
Okay. So those who did not pass.
I love you.
Roll F's and check.
I'm,
Yeah, double.
if I die, I die.
Oriana might actually be in luck for this one. 10 plus.
Dave's
And
done.
this is as
He looked died.
He was like, I slept really good.
this
last
as Varen went in the hole.
Hey, I've been fine till just now. It's doing good. It's 20 after
Once
11.
he got about 5-ish feet down. Okay, so those who did not pass take 23 points of thunder damage.
Thunder?
Thunder.
Thunder.
And for those that did not pass, or who did pass, that's 12 points.
And then,
Ow.
so that means I got 6.
So you take 6.
Fuck yeah!
How you doing there, bud?
I'm at
Wait, why do you
29,
get 6?
Because I have resistance to everything.
Oh.
All raging.
Except for
Oh, yeah.
psychic.
Yeah, but like,
Mind bullets!
And with that amount of thunder damage as well, the rope actually is destroyed.
Oh no!
And you fall. So you take fall damage.
Who does?
That guy does.
Unless you can flourish.
the one who's
Unless
already
you can
died.
somehow.
Me?
Hey,
You're on the
broom.
rope on your way
Send a
down.
broom. Featherfall.
high?
You did, but the rope
Wait, no.
got destroyed.
Let me do it. I have a ring of spell storing,
Wait, what
so
am
I
I
don't have to
rolling?
use a spell slot.
Go for an acrobatics.
Oh yeah, you do
To
it.
try and
Can
I'm
I-
going to.
without taking.
I'm going to activate
Okay.
my ring of spell storing and cast Featherfall on him.
Yes.
Alright, so then you don't have to worry about it then.
Hey.
Because you just gently float down to the bottom.
Sweet.
Yay, ring of spell storing that I've
So-
only used this once.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'm not doing so good on my ratio for hit points to dying.
Feel better.
Feel better.
Guess you're an old man.
Oh.
Acting up.
You could probably do it to, like, you know, someone who's meant to be in the front lines, too.
You land in the bottom. Ever so gracefully. Because of the
Me.
wonderful spell that was
Oh, I did.
Right on.
And you're there. And the light going
Four
down
hit
there, looking around.
Fucking healing words.
You see a chamber that is 40 feet by 40 feet.
Healing
Um,
words? Did you just like say nice things?
You didn't see anything.
Well, you got some
What?
light in there. It's a little under.
Am I the only one in there?
You are the only one in there right now. So the rock did go like it hit solid and then it kind of landed in a little bit of wet.
Put it down, it'll be alright.
Looking around,
Down.
you do see that there's some water pools in different areas that definitely
Where you
it
fell.
sounds very or smells very
No, you
dank and
floated.
not
You
very
floated.
fresh in here. You notice that there are 4 immense columns on all sides of the room. Each has reliefs of the fearsome Draxacoon warriors. As the light looking around and you see the walls, there's a brilliant mosaic that's full of colors. and some metallic flecks of gold and silver as well are in there. The paintings on the walls feature a coatl wrapped around a kneeling sakura, hovering above a ziggurat, with bright red beams of light cascading from the top of the ziggurat and covering the entire ceiling. So, like looking around up, you see all that. You also see dozens of pieces of pottery, mostly still sealed, are stacked again in the alcoves. Yeah, that's kind of what you see.
What is second?
I'm the only one down there.
You are the only one down there.
No, the one fighters get that.
Oh, that's
I
right.
didn't realize that I have it. I was like, wait, I've been not using it.
I'm gonna yell up to the top.
Realize I have a second.
Can Oriana take me
I
down
have not used it once.
on the broom?
Yeah.
I was like, man, when do you
You should
tend
just
to
do that for everyone.
Dave. Can Oriana take me down? Or Dane. God,
How
I
much
said
does your
Dane.
character weigh?
That was
Yeah,
sad.
You want
You've known him for years.
I know. I was convinced.
Yeah, Oriana will. I'm assuming we're going to tie off another rope just in case.
I was gonna yell up to the top, here, take my rope, and throw my 100 feet of rope.
Well, I have 50 feet.
Oh.
Well, let's
Now you have 150.
Let's send the broom with somebody on it down there, just to see if it activates. Otherwise, we're just destroying rope again.
Who has a lot of health?
I'll go down.
I did. Utilio cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay.
I
Yes,
should
yes.
I
rate.
saw you rolling dice. so I
Sodkar.
You
Definitely
won't take
rage.
half damage if you do.
Okay.
Huh?
Like, you don't take half damage if you do.
Why?
Because you're not a twin with a bear like he is.
Oh, then never mind.
I mean, Oriana will do it because she's resistant to
Oh,
thunder
yeah.
damage. If
And he
nobody
can't
else
go
wants
down there in the room anyways because
I'm
he's
too
over
big.
the weight.
Yeah, she should go.
to. Yeah,
What?
Oriana will.
Did you
I didn't
roll?
just-
Roll.
A 5.
Oriana
Yeah,
will
who went
jump on
first?
the broom if nobody else is going and fly down there.
Alright. She goes down without a problem.
Wait, do you have to roll to take the broom, actually?
No?
She'll
Oh.
send the broom back up.
Then I'll go next.
I'll go with her.
It
so
doesn't
maybe
go off anymore?
I'm light enough where I can go with somebody.
That's outdone.
I don't wear. I don't.
Yeah, I'll go down with Birdbrain.
If I take
Well,
the broom,
she's-
does it just like fall heavily?
It's
doesn't
slightly.
move.
Yeah, it doesn't
Well, how much?
move.
Because when I looked up how much a Minotaur weighs in D&D, it gave me the one that's large, not medium.
You're only
We'll go
dignified as
medium.
medium because of like being a player.
How tall are you, DJ?
Quite
Not specified.
I don't remember which book is it in.
6'6", 7 foot.
Big, fucking.
Be a big one.
Okay, well, Utilio is 7'7" and 315 pounds without any gear.
Oh,
But
so
he's
she's
a,
well
he is
over.
an oxen.
Yeah, I'm quite
But I'm
literally
saying
a Minotaur.
she's half giant. She's well over 400 pounds with her gear. So I'm assuming a Minotaur with all your gear that you wear.
I don't wear any gear. I have fucking underwear and a cloak.
Do you have underwear?
And 2 fucking shields.
Shields and
yeah.
bags and.
Yeah.
Bag of holding.
2 whole shields.
Anyways. Alright, so yeah, it would not
Yeah.
work out for you. Because you are probably a little too heavy.
Just
Seeing-
fall, I'll feather fall, or you
Yeah.
can feather fall.
Seeing that nothing happened, we're gonna tie off another rope and the broom can ferry people down. Well,
while
the
you
heavier
climb down.
people are.
Yeah, it says there's Minotaurs are much larger than other races, reaching heights of over 9 feet by maturity and weighing well over 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Your size is large.
You're classified as a medium just for.
Yeah.
The
So
dimensions of
player
this
size.
package are approximately
I'm like-
large.
wait, well, I'm not 9 feet tall. That's obviously too big.
Yeah.
Alright, so order of people going down was. So you're already down. After that was
Oriana, and then
and
me.
then
Us 2.
Alright, so pausing there. As soon as you come down, you hear stone cracking in the pillars.
Her, us 2.
Me.
Those who are down in the hole already.
Yeah, I'm still
Down
down.
in a hole.
Because it went. He's already down.
Yep.
Thing.
Oriana, and then Agatha.
And then we went down as well.
But before you guys started coming down, so as the broom was on its way back up, the sound of
That's
stone
not us.
cracking happened. As stone warriors are awakening.
I need to get down there. Get my guitar out.
So, at this point,
what to look for.
So, with that, also,
Yeah, just
We get
everyone
to-
run.
You're just another brick.
Is this an initiative roll?
Think about music now.
So, it doesn't sound like they've broken out yet, but at this moment, one of the pots on the walls gets shaken from the shaking of the breaking of the columns, falls off, hits the ground, shatters, and immediately out comes, like rapidly growth, one of those mushroom spitters
You know what to do, Delzo.
and fires
Wrestle
a cloud of gas, of that noxious spore gas at the group of people that are standing there at the bottom.
Elbaton
So I
falls
need
back.
this side of the table to make me those
We're not down there
wonderful,
yet.
sweet, you know it.
I'm not in there
You
yet.
know, it's not. It's just
Oh,
us
yeah,
two, and
there's
then
you and Oriana.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I
So when
wanted
I
to
go
kill
down,
him. I'm sorry.
feather fall me, and I'll land on
He's
that thing.
disappeared.
wait.
That
What
was
check
my
are we?
roll.
Is it Dex?
Constitution
With the deck
save.
holding
I shit my pants.
Shit my-
You should.
18.
I may shit my pants.
I don't have it.
We don't roll. We're good. We're not down there yet.
12.
You're safe.
I do have another
I shit
feather
my
fall in my
pants?
ring, so
You
you're
do?
good.
Natural one.
Ooh.
Oh, big oof.
So she takes full. You
Oofta.
and you take
F and
half.
Chad. F and Chad.
Wait, who got an extra one?
Oriana.
Oh.
Oofta.
Guys, like, I know what I'm looking for, too, for the key. So, like, we can all just, like, I can grab it and we can all run.
Oriana dies instantly.
Alright, so Oriana takes 24 points of necrotic damage, and you
Oofta.
two take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, I would have taken 6 at some point.
Thanks. Oh, sad.
You're not
Are you
up.
still raging?
Huh?
You're
Are
not
you
down
still
there.
raging?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
see.
continuously
We'll see.
punching walls, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
He's over there.
If he needs me to, I can just go up and...
Yeah, actually, can they just start flicking me behind the ear? Like, that works too, right?
Can I grab his left nut and squeeze?
Alright, so there
Why? Why that left?
because then he sounds like Baron.
Start flicking with the left
You
testicle.
slightly squeeze the left nut and you get Baron's voice. The
Right.
right nut is Albaton.
The right and all the right one's Texas.
Anyways, alright, so now this room is filled
What the fuck
with
are y'all
this
talking about?
Jesus.
I don't know what's happening.
So this
Anyways.
chamber down below is now filled up with this nice, wonderful spore gas. And you guys who are not in that room can see a little bit of that there. And your nose is
mist.
tickling a little with a familiar scent.
Alright,
I know what to do.
I have a plan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna jump down that hole with the bag of holding open and ready to go.
Alright, you can try.
And
You can
and
try.
I want Elbaton to try to feather fall me, so I land right on the mushroom and trapping it instantly.
Well, I mean, it's not like right there.
It's like up
Fell
against a
in the
wall.
room. It's
It's
right
like-
against the wall. So
oh.
it's like
10 feet
you
away.
would fall here, not here.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just tossing that up.
Alright,
It's
once
not right there.
Once I get down there, how long can I hold my breath so I'm not breathing this in at all?
What's your constitution score?
Con is +5.
You'll have a good amount of time.
6 minutes, right? Or something like that? Like 5 minutes?
You'll have enough time.
Okay.
Don't worry
Well then, I guess once I get down there, like, hold my breath at the top, get down there, and then attack the mushroom and trap it.
Alright, so if you
Need to
communicate
cast
that
the
with
thing.
your buddies.
Yeah,
The feather fall.
Elbaton's feather falling me. Like, me and you discussed this.
Yeah, I'd ring a spell storing.
Okay, feather falling him down.
I'm gonna
Okay.
open the chute and smack the bowl in your ass.
Alright. Alright, so you got feather falled.
8 seconds.
The moment that you jump down the hole, you are feather falled. So, down the hole you go.
Mhm.
You ever so gently land on the floor.
Copycat.
The llama
I learned
from
this in
fucking
Basic Training in
the yak
2001.
from Zootopia.
where
That's
you were
like,
you born.
like the
98.
tantric yak from
Yeah.
Zootopia.
Yep.
Just
Alright,
There's
Delzo
three.
falling down.
ever so himself.
I was 18
Yeah.
in the military.
Yeah.
I bolt at the mushroom and
I was
jump on top of
pissing
it with
my
the
parents
bag
off,
holding
probably.
open and just
Me too, I was in
Catch
basic
it.
training.
Alright,
get the mushroom.
You
Alright,
jump
it's
too?
fine. Yes.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Roll for that. Strength, because you're going to be trying to force it down over top of it.
Okay, it's just solid strength.
Yep.
I get advantages. I'm still raging.
If you want to stay awake, a little bit of the hand sanitizer.
Sniff.
Just right around the
I
nose.
thought you were telling him to do cocaine.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of
You ever
blood,
sniff
blood
on a
line.
live cow's teeth?
Little military trick. You take a little hand sanitizer and you just put it on your nostrils.
Is it?
21.
I thought you were literally saying like, yeah, you just put a little bit of coke on your
Yeah,
like
it's like
fingernail
a
and
A little container of
Just a bump. Just a bump.
21.
Perel.
Okay.
just a
So you
little
get
bit, just
down
enough.
over.
Not a lot, baby girl. Just a little bit.
It does squeeze it some, so it does release
Yeah.
some more spores.
Thanks. Always.
So Constitution
Constitution save.
and
Just don't roll a 1, you're fine.
Do I get advantage on con saves?
There's more to this.
everybody else that's make con
Who
save as well
cares?
is down there as well.
You don't roll a
And you
1.
squeeze, put the bag
It's
over and
fine.
squeeze some more spores get
Oh
out.
shit.
Got
I
a
roll
20,
something?
24.
Yep. Roll.
He squeezes
24.
the bag
What are
and
we rolling?
coughs.
Wait, what do you roll? Oh, you're
Constitution.
Not natural 20.
Well, wait a minute.
I shit my
Is,
pants.
is
for
there
sure.
is there any time whatsoever, like
I mean-
before he? I mean, in the 6 seconds of this spore going off, does anybody else get a turn?
Turn.
I mean, this is all in his action, his go of jump down hole, run, and do it.
So no.
Yeah.
So,
I'm saying
I mean,
like,
is
I'm-
Oriana gonna try and oogie boogie get her way out? Or-
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She's got
So she
Does
has
anybody else look a little bit desperate right
that
now?
point, couple seconds to try and get up it as he's coming down.
No.
That's what it says on my dating profile.
I mean, does anybody else in that
Desperate.
bottom room look real hurt?
Yes, I look very
I'm at 35. He's at 33.
I'm not in there
I just
yet.
jumped into the
Oh
hole.
yeah. So just
You did indeed.
Yeah.
So Agatha's looking pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Oriana runs to her and thunder steps out of the
Okay.
pyramid.
I'm gone.
Of the pyramid.
Of the
Bitches.
pyramid. She's at
Oh,
12
shit.
hit points. She's not
Oh, yeah.
fucking around. I'm not
Okay.
killing Laura's Laura, I'm not killing your fucking character. when you die.
Shadow,
Guys, like I can
Before
literally
you're out, I
go
cast
in,
fucking cure wounds on her.
fucking find the key, and just dimension door out.
Yeah, no, Oriana is well aware of
Wait,
what Elbaton can do.
Like, I can
she's
literally
So
teleport me
Thunderstep.
and another person.
out. So what is that, 3d10?
Is there, no, there's no
pretty
rope.
sure, and that's what?
There's no rope all the way down to that room.
That doesn't affect me
No.
and one other person.
It affects me.
Oh yeah. You guys are screwed.
It doesn't affect me and one other person.
Is there only two of us in the room?
There's him in the room too.
It's
Still,
you two are still
Fly, dimension door.
So it's
It's
18.
me, you,
18.
Yeah.
All right, and then
and
what's the radius?
And
I think it's only 10
Utilio
feet.
are
I would
still
do it in
upstairs.
such a manner that, like, we're not hitting.
I'm just trying to think of who's standing close.
there's only 2 down
Because-
there now.
Well, yes, but when Oriana did the thunder step, I'm guessing people were still standing kind of close together, with the exception of maybe Daltho, who had ran away, which was all of maybe 10 feet away from where they all were.
So then he would be the only one left down there, technically, or?
No, he would be. Him
Right.
and him. And he might be taking damage right now because of the thunder step.
Well, the
The
idea,
rest of us are above.
if she was right there, like, the idea is running behind her so as to not hit. Like, she knows what the mushroom does when it gets
Yeah.
hit. She knows what Thunderstep does, obviously, as somebody who can cast a spell. So, like, getting to a point where she can cast it and just, oops, sorry.
So more or less grabbing Agatha, hauling her out of the way, and then thunder step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, like,
Okay.
Agatha was here if she came,
I was
like,
like, I
over
can't.
here.
You could say like, "Hey, come on," and
Yeah,
All right.
I think I feel like she just yeets me. Like I don't even think there's any words spoken.
yeah. It's more about where Oriana positioned herself, knowing that it's a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Because, like, if it's
Please
right
tell me
here,
the sound effect you make when you disappear. is, Shut us off!
I more like the whoop.
Okay.
Full Raiden. I'm out.
Yeah.
fuck this
Bye.
shit.
Okay, so you're able to get out. No matter what, you hit one of the pillars with the damage of it. At least one, maybe two. Okay. So.
at this moment, he's still up there.
No, he fell.
No,
down.
he's in the hole.
Yeah, he's
he
the
fell-
reason.
No,
Or are you saying that you're doing this prior?
This,
Okay.
as soon as she took necrotic damage, she was at 12 hit points. The first thing she's doing
Okay.
is looking at her friends to see if any of them are hurt and thunderstepping the fuck out of there.
Okay.
She
I
does
feel like
not
she
die.
grab while thunderstepping.
One.
Oh. But then she has the broom that she can send down.
Yeah, the broom is still.
The room is getting
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
Was in the process of getting us on. and
but
down.
I know what the key looks like. I can grab that and just teleport out.
If you can find it.
With one other person.
Yeah, with one other person.
Yeah.
Which
So,
it
yeah.
would probably be you because the broom can't handle you.
Well, right. At this point, the broom comes down, and who is on it? It's you and you.
2 of us.
After he comes down and
Yeah,
does all his
yeah,
shit.
He's coming down.
Oh, that's
First.
okay. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so is anybody else doing something before Dalvo jumps down the hole? Okay, Dalvo has now jumped down the hole. He has put his bag over.
I had
The mushroom.
21 on my con
Yep.
save.
So then it was just you, and
24.
then you had a 20-something too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. What was the last
For
thing you told me to
Constitution.
roll? No, I shit my pants.
Oh, you should. Yes, okay. So then you take the full damage.
Oh no.
6.
Okay. And then you take half of half. Okay, so.
It's a shame we don't have any intelligence saving throws.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because, like, I'm real good at them.
+2.
Okay, so
plus
you take
9.
23 necrotic.
So I have a +7 dex save and a
And
+7
you take-
charisma save.
6 again.
The save did not be ugly.
43.
I have a +9 intelligence saving throw.
Well, now you know
I
it
have
has to be
9
done.
con.
So I would say it's about, at this point with that number that you had for pushing it over, it's probably about 2/3 of the way into your bag. But it's enough over now that it won't be able to spew more outwards. So, there you go.
How do I get the rest of
He's-
it into the bag?
About here.
On your next turn, shoving it in the rest of the way.
It'll leak out again.
No,
No.
it
Okay.
won't anymore because you have it
You
down
were
far
afraid.
enough over top of it that I won't be able to.
You'd wake up 3 times a night.
Yep. Old man prostate.
So, now are we on our way down?
If you so desire.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, I'm going to kind of tell him what to look for the key. We're
Okay.
both looking. Go.
Looking.
You find it?
Keep the broom down here so that you and Varen can leave. I will teleport us out.
Let's get looking.
Alright, so I don't ask a leading question, but did you guys hold your breath when you entered the chamber?
I would, because
Okay.
there's smoke and, like,
I
gas
just
and
wanted
shit.
to ask, just because
Yeah.
if you didn't, yes,
Poison.
there would be saving throws. It would, like, I didn't want a leading question be like, you guys held your breath, right? kind of thing. But, okay.
I can see there's spores and shit.
I understand you guys have intelligence as characters.
I've dealt
just-
with it enough, yeah.
I had to ask for clarification.
Yeah.
I'm smart
And I
enough.
feel like
to know
anytime I
about
have to ask for clarification, like, I could just be giving them a bone here.
I am the smartest one here, so...
There's no one else smarter than me.
Sure. Alright,
I knew the reference.
Tim got it.
so you're down in the room?
Yeah, we're looking.
Tim
You're
got it.
looking?
We're looking.
Investigation?
Looking for this thing he
Yep,
described. to me.
investigation for a quick running around the room trying to find it.
Investigation. Okay.
Oh, you guys have the same number.
19.
13.
What?
That's the difference in our abilities.
Bird. Nerd.
Because those are both
As someone with a
intelligence.
+8 investigation.
Nerd.
You know, it would have only been a plus. It would have been a 12, but the fact that I'm a professional in everything.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades only
Makes
gives you a
bards
+1 in
real
everything.
good.
Skill monkeys.
You know, just why
Bards aren't, like,
plus
that
nine.
good at any, like, one thing. They're just okay at a lot of shit.
I don't know, I'm +9
Alright.
in acrobatics, so I'm really good in that one.
So you guys are running around the room trying to
I would
look
have had a
around,
+9
find,
if I took that. I would
Oh,
have
key
+9
fragments.
athletics and an intimidation.
looking around,
That expertise.
and
in
you
a couple.
spot
yeah.
the key fragment.
Some of you don't get
It's over in that quadrant over there.
Oh, so I'm next to Dalvo?
It would be over in that general region. It's over in like the corner of that room on a little pedestal there. Like you recognize the pedestal as the one that you've seen before. And as you both go running to go see it, both of you at the same time both step onto pressure plates. Dexterity saving throws from both.
Do I have to take? Do I have to do?
There
No,
goes
you're-
my man.
you don't need to do
Do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
And that's not even cocked. Shame.
You wished it was.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna put this dice away.
You got a 6.
Yeah, that's
Six.
that's a
13.
6.
13. Okay. So you both take full damage.
Oh no.
Remember, hey, you need to heal him like fast.
I'm okay for
I-
now. I don't know how much damage I've
can heal
taken.
him.
I might be dead.
I'm down
34.
to one dice at a
So
time.
you both take
Don't you worry.
first
I'm
4
down to
points of
two.
bludgeoning
I'm down
damage.
to 2, unfortunately.
4. Okay.
4 points of bludgeoning and
Both of us, 4 points of
Yep.
bludgeoning?
Has anybody rolled initiative, or we're just still?
No, this
Not
is
fighting
kind of just.
yet.
They'd be
Them running around.
There's a trap.
It's a trap.
And you both also take 10 points of piercing
Well,
damage
those are nearly as bad.
as you both fall 10 feet down into a hole that
Another
has
roll?
spikes in them. As
How
you
many
fall and
times
get
do you
slightly
do
impaled.
Can I
on
reaction
spikes,
Featherfall?
Fatality.
that would negate the fall damage.
But
yes.
still get the
You
spikes?
still get the spikes.
Oh. And I can't reaction level spikes.
Just
Slowly
slowly
down.
Can I try to go like,
This
like
is
to
worse.
stop myself on the fall then?
How-
Since there's a feather
how
fall,
many
so I'm
can you do
slowly
this?
falling. Can I be like,
Okay.
It's only
How many
10
have you
feet.
used
It doesn't
before?
give you a lot of time for that
Okay.
reaction, and that's what that dex save was for.
I
was
can
for your
have 2
reaction to, like,
prolonged rests.
do something like that to stop
We're doing
yourself.
just fine.
Yeah.
Like,
So you got
I'm
the
low on
reaction
health,
to
but I'm
slowly
high on spell
fall.
slots.
yes. It's still a slow fall. At
I
least.
know. It's 4 less damage.
so the thing is, I can, like, fly us out of here.
Well, you're not in the same holes. I'll say that.
Oh, then I'll Misty Step myself
We
out of
both
here.
fell in different.
DVDA?
The way I kind of saw you guys in my head, at least,
Oh,
of like doing this, was like you
What?
guys kind of divide and conquered, went around, and you both came around to this side at the
Movie
same
orgasm.
time, and you guys went literally right there.
Is
Like
he
there's
within-
a pillar here, and you both went like either side of it. It was like
Gets me
that's the
money,
spot.
gotta do DVD.
If you don't
All right,
like
I
that,
will.
it's just me.
I'll
That's at
burn
least
a.
how my mental picture of it was like, okay, you guys divided and conquered. So you went around looking at
Yeah.
the
I'll burn a second
Shoulder
level
boy?
spell slot and Misty Step out of the
What's
hole.
the psychic's name?
Okay, so you
Shoulder
know
boy.
boy.
Shoulder boy.
Well, I know how far
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop up
Poop out.
and then go to the pedestal,
So then you get up to the pedestal and
grab the key.
try and
Just
pop
squeak
it
from
out.
basket.
Alright.
Oh no. It's a trap. It's another trap.
So you're able to pop it out. It's more or less like just resting inside of it. It's not like the other one where it's kind of almost embedded in. This one, upon pulling it out and looking at it, looks to be at the tail.
We're in the wrong order.
Yep. Should have got the body first.
Restart.
Put them all back.
Alright. So you have that. What you doing?
I'm going to run over to Dalvo and
With the spore spitter still partially sticking out. Alright, so let's quick jump back to you. What are you doing?
I get in the bag.
Okay, you tried pushing the bag in. Alright, so this would be considered the second round of this shenanigans down in the hole. Okay. So, strength to push it, strength to push it into the bag more.
Yes. 10.
10?
You have advantage
You
if
don't
you're
get too
raging.
much more in.
I don't know if I'm still raging or not.
Well, you
you
said
took
you could-
damage.
yeah, you took
And you
damage.
said continuous raging. You said that you'd always be punching a wall.
Yeah, but if I'm trying to, if
But
I'm struggling to hold the
You've
bag
taken
down.
damage.
So, yeah,
Okay,
so advantage.
That's the thing, is you've taken damage.
Same number.
Are you serious, bro?
It doesn't get
3.
experience,
Take
doesn't
it or
come
leave
out.
it.
He's pulling
frustrated.
me.
He's
He
frustrated.
pulled me. Don't you remember way back when I used like all of my dice and they all rolled like a 3. So I just fucking,
Yes!
the last one I just went and just whipped it across the room.
Just so Varen is aware, the broom is hovering in the room.
So, Varen,
Yes.
what is Varen doing in this as well?
Wait, I got the
I grabbed-
Get
there.
in there.
I got the mushroom.
I grabbed the key and I ran over to Dalvo. Because apparently
I got the
he's
mushroom in the
important.
bag.
And you and Bird Braid need to use the broom to get out. Because there's no
Bird
way.
Braid-
Am I
So-
already down where everybody else is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you were taking the necrotic damage. Because you were down in the hole.
So I should
You
get
were
the fuck out of
one
there?
down.
Yeah.
You should try and get your ass out.
Then
I
Can
could
I grab
yell,
the
get the
broom and
fuck
get
out of
the
the
fuck
room,
out?
assholes!
No, but
yeah, grab the broom and get the fuck out.
no, there's
Wait,
there's one person.
It's okay. Just don't meta.
He's in a pit. He's
Yep.
got to get
He's
himself
a-
out of the pit.
He's a
Don't-
spellcaster, he's
don't
fine.
meta.
We're better than
Got-
everyone
you got
Just
the
else.
necrotic
you.
going at you, so you grab the broom to get out.
Yeah.
No, but
As
He
the-
shuttles you out.
No.
Baron is out. Alright.
As
Baron,
the
you are
second
out of
most
trouble
useful
now.
person in this party,
Hey,
he's
You are-
fine.
It takes you all the way up and
I'll
out
take
of the
second most
whole
useful.
he's been gone.
pyramid.
Oh, no. It takes him up to that level where
matter.
Tulio still is.
Oh,
He is
that's-
also
and lands
very
in the
damaged.
tillage.
His only
Hey, man.
thought is survival.
Alright.
Survival of the fittest.
Okay, so now we're back into this. Kind of ignoring the middle level people because they're doing what they do.
Yeah.
Okay. Down in the pit with the gas.
Mushrooms in the bag.
Spikes. Mushrooms not quite in the bag yet. Fuck. It's still like in the bag, but it's not all the way in the bag.
Does he jump on the broom?
Yeah,
fucking
he jumped
okay.
on the broom and whooped out.
How are you doing?
I'm at like 43.
Are you gonna like? Did you misty step to start out of the building, or did you?
I
pick
misty
it up
stepped
from him?
up, grabbed the key, and I ran over to him.
So you're gonna take
He's
him
waiting.
out.
I'm going to.
But he has 19 hit points.
I'm either going to say, "Hey, get
Fuck
in
the mushroom.
Yeah, I'm
I would
probably
say
gonna.
fuck the mushroom. Let's go.
I'm gonna say fuck the
Yeah,
mushroom.
if
and
I
just-
take the bag of holding out, then we take damage.
But don't just leave the bag.
I know, I need the bag.
Why? Is there anything else in it?
A brick.
And more sport spitters.
Okay,
And
Exactly.
rope.
logically
But you-
though,
no, no,
I
no.
would leave it.
Even if you,
No. If he casts a spell that teleports you, you guys are no longer in that space as the bag leaves. So you're not taking any damage.
Yeah.
You're gone. You're out of the room. You're
Yeah.
out of the pyramid.
Well, would I have the bag still?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
you're holding it.
I'm holding it.
It's
Part
just,
of you.
it would be
But
gone.
then, but then
You'd
the,
all be gone.
the mushroom would stay.
Let's go.
Right, the mushroom would still be
Okay.
gone.
Just go.
He's fine. He
Good.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm the healer.
Okay.
Brain is yelling from the pit. Caw, I'm
No.
Caw.
I'm over here like.
Caw, I got it. Caw.
I would just like to point out though
Little
that
spike through the leg.
if
You're
Baron
like,
was
I
like
got
that,
this, guys. I got
I'm like-
Baron would have grabbed
just like-
him too.
this.
Baron's the leader.
Yeah.
he's in a spiky pit.
No, I know. But Baron saw him go down there.
We don't know.
I literally pulled the lyre, cast fly, and just Just-
Very- you
up through the hole, up through the hole, up through the hole.
Okay, did you actually grab it
Flight.
then?
You pop into this room and Varen and Natalia are
Fucking-
doing the Super Bowl shuffle. I feel like chicken tonight.
No, you don't. Fucking like it's like a jet plane just.
Alrighty, so out of the pyramid, on the second floor right now. On the second floor, Oriana out of the pyramid.
Yep.
Out of the pyramid.
As soon as I reach Dalzo, I'm going to say, "Fuck the mushroom. We're leaving." Dimension door.
I have the bag.
And you go to
Outside.
The top of the pyramid.
top of the pyramid. Alright. Very specific.
Outside.
The pyramid,
You're in
top of the pyramid.
France. Where is
I'm going to
this?
say, the top of the pyramid, away a little bit from the hole, but not quite off the edge.
Gotta be specific with magic.
42.69 by like 37.4.
And we're about that far
about
above
15.26
the actual
feet
like
above the
stone, so that our feet don't go in the stone.
Alright, so you show up and your eyes are this far above the stone. Your feet are below the stone.
I am picturing the space in my mind, like we're going here.
I'm fucking with you.
Then you picture the bird go, vroom, fucking
And as you guys get up there, boom, bird brain comes out.
flying.
Actually,
Everybody's
this is
looking around and
the this
where's
is
Material?
the
Where's
semantic
Baron?
component for
Where's
dimension
And at that
door.
moment, you guys hear from below you as all of the stone warriors are popping out of their columns.
I'll just call to Oriana to be at the end, send the broom down, or send the broom out for us. And if Varen wants to grab the broom, I'll grab the rope that's still there.
Got it.
Wait, did you take the broom up into this room?
Yeah, still trying to get out, bro.
Send it back down.
I know it's a pretty easy one for you, but
No, it's 10.
that's still enough.
Okay.
With a rope, you got it. That's like the rope gives you an assist.
Don't forget to grab the rope.
Yeah, the rope's
And they're up and out.
Yeah, use the rope
Alright.
to get out.
So, what you guys gonna do now? And then we'll kind of cue this into the end or end of the session, and can lead into
Short
the
Tiny
rest, regain hit points, go check
Yep.
out the other
That
ziggurat.
works too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Down.
whatever.
So,
Either one works.
Come up with a
just
better
a little
plan next
afternoon
time.
at this point.
Like,
Just for the time.
Long rest.
We
probably
knew
roll
what
our
was
short
waiting
rest.
for us, and we did the
Yeah,
exact
let's
same
roll for
thing.
the short rest
like
now.
honestly, it's just you and I.
Yeah.
Go.
For redeeming
Dimension
hit
door
points,
out.
Yeah.
Which you can use
We're rolling
however
our hit
much of
dice
your
right now.
hit dice you want.
How many hit dice do you get to use that for long short rest?
You get half of them back at the long rest. So you can use,
You can use-
however much you want.
If
Wait,
you're
how
level
many-
8, you can use all 8.
Oh shit. But
You
I
can
only
use
get
that
half
second
that
win.
long.
We're taking a short rest,
So, like,
so
if
you
I-
can
if I use
regain
4, then I get
What do I
health.
do?
rounds.
Yes, so your
So
spark
right here, where it
Use second
says
win.
hit
And I get
dice,
4d12.
Yeah.
you can have however many as your levels. Like I'm using
Just another
3,
D10.
and it's
And you
that
add
tells you
it.
what to roll and what you add to it.
So I have 8d12. Wait,
Yep,
there's
so you can-
d12 plus 4. So wait, what is it?
So you can roll however many you want to regain hit points.
Yes.
So I can roll 8.
Okay, I'm back at
No. Roll 4, and then you get 4 back on the long rest. Don't roll it. If you're on a long rest, you only get half your hit points back.
Well, you get half your hit dice back.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Half your hit dice.
So if you need to take another short rest after a long rest at that point,
Yeah,
you
so-
only have the 40.
Yeah, so you use 4 and have
I
4.
used 3.
You use
There's a
again.
place to mark that.
I use
Wait, how many?
my
did
God,
you-
Tim.
one of my d10s, one of my 1d8. So
I'm gonna use 4. I want
Alright.
to be as high as I can possibly
So
get.
next time on Tabletop Tyrants?
But
Next
we
time on-
try and kill ourselves again.
Guys, there's one more ziggurat left, besides the big one.
We'll see you next week.
And I thought we
And
only
it
have
balanced
one
out.
more session after this.